Alright, I think we're good. Let me go get all this set up, though. Which means I have to look back at my TV screen. So we'll see if anybody mentions it this time that I'm really quiet sometimes. Alright, let's grab that Twitch link. Okay. Okay, and then paste in the link. Okay, do that. And then let's go to Twitter real quick. Okay, boom. There we go. And with that, we should be good on the OBS end. And on the posts end, now I gotta open up the chat window. So that on my phone, so that way I can actually read the chat. Probably should have put something on so there was like music or whatever. But there's no menu music for this menu, so it's like, well, what are you gonna do? So let me get this ready to go. Let's see. Okay, I'll read the chat messages in a second. Sorry, it's always a goofy doing this. Trying to get to the chat on my phone. Alright, and I don't care about earning rewards by purchasing stuff. Okay. Welcome to the stream, the screaming donkus. And you said I could go for a slowpoke tail. I'm not sure if we're gonna see a slowpoke in the stream, honestly. So I'm not sure you're gonna get that. Somehow I knew you'd stream this. It's not a big surprise considering I'm a real big fan of this little sub-series, and so of course them throwing it on the Switch Online is a little cool. We'll talk about it in a second. You're gonna Pokemon. I am going to Pokemon. Let me take a drink. Alright, so let's open the game. So this is a weird little thing to have thrown on the Switch Online. And I say that mainly because we already have a remake of this game on the Switch. Which I know a lot of people have been a little bit weird about. Let me turn up the volume on my end. Personally, I kind of get it, though, because the remake is $60, and not everybody's going to want to pay $60 to try out a Mystery Dungeon game. This is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. As you probably guessed by that title, there's also a Blue Rescue Team, but that's a DS game. There's almost no differences between these versions. I think the sound quality is a little better in the DS version, and, like, it's got the dual screen, so some of the stats are displayed on the second screen. Otherwise, though, not much of a difference. I have not played this version in a very, very long time. Which isn't surprising, because again, the second they released a remake, it's like, well, I'm gonna play the remake. But that being said, it's like, this game's interesting. I always tell people I really love the Mystery Dungeon games, like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. And whenever I say that, there's like an asterisk attached, because it's like, I think the second one is really, really, really good. And then I actually need to play the fourth one, but I've also heard that one's phenomenal. This first one it's good. It's decent. It's very simple, I guess is how I describe it. Like, its story's not bad, but it's a little basic, you know, for, like, what it's trying to be. You can tell they were not 100% sure of, like, how far they could go with it yet. The second game goes much further with just being, like, insane, really. I guess to put this into perspective, I don't think I've ever felt much of an emotion while playing a Pokemon game. The second Mystery Dungeon game, though, I think is one of the first games that ever made me cry. And I think that should tell you how good that game is. I mean, it's Pokemon. You don't expect much of a story. Yeah, but that's the thing is the second game actually has a really, really good story. This one's not bad. It's just simple. It's kind of like... it's like Paper Mario 64 to Thousand Year Door in that it's like... 64 is still really good. I still like it a lot. It's just simpler. you know. And so that's always how I tend to view it. But either way, let's start a new game. And already we're going to start off with something pretty wacky for this series, because they always do these and I love it. Welcome. This is a portal that leads to the world of Pokemon, but before I can let you through, I have several questions for you. I want you to answer them sincerely. Are you ready? Okay. Let the interview begin. You are suddenly locked inside a pitch black room. What do you do? So the way these mystery dungeon games always start, for Pokemon ones at least, is they open it up with like a quiz that you can take, which will decide which Pokemon you get. Pitch black room. I'm probably kicking the door. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna sit there and just cry. That just seems like a waste of my time. Are you often late for school or meetings? No, I'm on time now. If it had asked me this a long time ago, I would have said yes. Do you think you're cool? Be honest. On vacation outings, you want to... Okay, I know this is maybe not the nicest thing to say. I prefer going alone. I'm an introvert to a fault, unfortunately. Looks like a battle background from Mother 3. Yeah, it kind of does. I like the pattern. It's very cute. There's a wallet at the side of the road. I'm turning it into the police. I'm not taking somebody's money. That's illegal, firstly, but secondly, I would want somebody to do the same for me. So, like, no, I'm turning it in. Are there many things that you would like to do? Yes. Do you occasionally consider yourself dull and overly cautious? Yes. A delinquent is hassling a girl on the busy city street. What will you do? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, no, because I'm bad at confrontation is the thing. Because it's like, obviously I want to help, but there's like this part of me, like, I'm not going to just run in there and like help without hesitation. I might go in and just be kind of like stupid about it. Maybe just try to be weird enough to bother them. That's probably what I would do. Also, Pokemon are decided Ultima style. As far as I know, Ultima 4 was the first RPG to use this sort of quiz system for determining starting class. Help her. This thing, I'm gonna help, but I'm not gonna be, like, fearless about it. And yeah, I'm a boy. You appear to be the hardy type. You do your homework diligently, and you know to eat properly. Or you know how to eat properly. That last one sometimes, but... You have strong willpower that lets you complete tasks, however tough. But you can also be stubborn to the point of even feuding with friends. Yeah, this is true. This is, like, not a bad read on me, honestly, so far. Nothing will go right for you when you're irritated, so learn to laugh it off. Again, this is a little too real. A hardy person like you should be a Charmander. Okay, you know what? Sure, I'm fine with Charmander. This is the final step. I usually get, like, Charmander or Cyndaquil. Those are the two I tend to get. Who would you like to have as a partner? Choose the Pokemon you want as your partner from this group. So the way this works is you can't pick a Pokemon of the same type as you, which is pretty fair because that'd be insane. I might actually continue this. I always play with Trico though, so I feel like that's not right. Like, I need to pick something else. I don't know. Pikachu's not bad. But boy, there's one fight where Pikachu would be useless. But to be fair, it's like... The question is basically... Because I think Squirtle or Pikachu are probably my favorite choices in this list. Because I don't like Mudkip as much as other people. I love this one, but I choose it every time. I don't like Totodile. I just genuinely do not like this Pokemon at all. So it's like, yeah, these three are pretty much my choices. But grass types are really tough to roll with in this game. Ah, so you're a hardy boy. I guess so. I mean, at least you acknowledge your scaredy side. That's the thing is, like, I'm not the kind of person that can just run in with no thoughts. Like, I'm gonna be worried. You know what? I'm more of a Squirtle guy, I guess. What's your partner's nickname? So, I'm gonna make up a name, I guess. Let's see, what's... I don't know, if I call him Sheldon, that's kinda... it feels wrong to me for some reason. Let's see, I'm trying to think of, like, a name that, like... I always name them, like... Okay, so... The thing with, mystery dungeon games is generally for, like, a first playthrough, and I tell people this, and it's kind of a weird thing to say, but I always say, name the partner Pokemon after, like, your friend, or somebody that you would be friends with. That's what I always did as a kid, and I think that made it hit a lot harder inherently, just because it's like, I don't know, that for me at least, that's how it felt. I mean, no, I already read that. So, let's see, if he had the usual Squirtle shades, I'd call him Spray Charles. Ah, I guess we could have done that, but I think I'll just go with Gaz. Yeah, sure. Okay, we're all set. Let's get you into the world of Pokemon. Go for it. Where am I? Am I dreaming this? I feel a pleasant breeze. I hear a voice from somewhere. I wonder who it is. Hey. Hey, wake up. Wake up already. Oh, good. You finally came to. Where is this? You were passed out here. I'm glad you woke up. I'm Gaz. Glad to meet you. So, who might you be? I don't think I've seen your face around here. Huh? You say you're a human. But any which way I look at you, you're a normal Charmander. In the remake, this is handled a little better because they don't show you the sprite. You don't see the model until after that. It's true. I've turned into a Charmander. Did you look at the tail, or did you like what were you looking at to check? But why? I don't remember anything. You're some kind of weird. You're some kind of weird. Okay, that's just where you ended it. So, what's your name? What do you call yourself? My name? That's right. My name is. Actually, nah, we'll go, well, I don't really mind either, but half the time whenever I'm like real finicky about whether I choose Duo or Keegan. Uh-huh, Duo. That's a funny name. Oh yeah, because Gaz is such a normal name. Somebody please help me. Huh? I hear something over there. What's the matter? It's horrible. My Caterpie fell into a cavern. My poor baby. What? A huge fissure opened up in the ground and my Caterpie fell in. He's too young to crawl out by himself. When I went to get my baby, Pokemon suddenly attacked me. Huh? You were attacked? By other Pokemon? They must be enraged by the fissure and out of control. That's what I think. I'm not strong enough to fend off those wild Pokemon. What will become of my baby? Oh, what am I to do? Oh dear, oh dear. Can't just do nothing. Let's go help this kid. I guess I'm just going along. I don't know if I agreed with this. So yeah, first let me read the chat. Who's Gaz? He's the Toad in Super Mario RPG who is the owner of Geno. You don't mean the one from Invader Zim, do you? Is Gaz the sister from that one? Usually when I can't think of a name, I just call them Biddy or Bippy Doo. I don't want to pick something stupid. So I'm gonna have to. Oh, okay, yeah, so this is money. I'm gonna have to remember the controls, because I'm so used to the, there's, like, okay, so, let's see. Okay, so that's how we do that. Let's get him in place. Okay, so that one I'll just target him, and then, again, oh, that's not the button. Give me a sec. What the fuck is the controls for this? Why is it, that is a weird function. It might not have given me the ability to do, like, actual attacks yet, is probably what's going on. I could go down the stairs, but that seems pretty inept. See, this is always the problem, though, I have whenever I have to play, like, a new game. It's like, ooh, yeah. Or, like, an old version of a game I've played a bunch recently. It's like, ooh, yeah, how do you play this? So, anyways, the way this works right now, because I can't actually access my regular, like, Pokemon attacks, is I can do a little basic attack, and the format of Mystery Dungeon games is that it's kind of roguelite, I guess you could call it, where each floor is randomly generated, and there's different stuff that'll pop up on each one, different Pokemon, different layouts, different items, and like roguelites of other genre, or other, like, types, this game is not very nice. A lot of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games are pretty known for just being very brutal. And the first one in particular is really funny. Let's see. Open the menu with B. Okay, so now I can actually do that. Again, I'm so used to the frickin' controls of the version I use. So yeah, now I can do stuff. So I can either growl or scratch. So definitely a little worse than the options you have in the remake. The remake is weird because it's both easier and harder from what I've heard than the original game. Because there's, like, long term, the remake is harder. But early game, this version is definitely harder. There's money in this world. Even Pokemon are enraptured by capitalism. Yeah, I guess Pokey visited them. Gave them some happy boxes. So yeah, obviously you can use items to heal and stuff like that. And yeah, so the whole thing with this is, like, you have PP, obviously. You don't want to waste too much of it. You have to kind of use it in ways where you're not just looking like a goober, basically. Because it's much more powerful, as you can see, is double the damage. But, oh, okay, level 6 already. And Flame of my tail grew bigger, too. Okay. HP went up, attack up, defense up, special attack up, defense, special defense up as well. And Gaz grew to level 6 as well. Again, sorry if it's looking clunkier than it should be. It's really weird when you've played a remake of a game, like, for a bunch of hours, and then it's like, alright, let's play the old one that was on Game Boy Advance where there's only, like, 2 face buttons. I want to go see what's at the end of this hallway real quick. Which, you can speed up the walking, by the way. I know it looked like I couldn't, but I was just walking around to be funny. But if you hold down the B button when you're going through these hallways, you can just instantly travel to the end of hallways or rooms like that. So you don't have to travel as slow as I have been. And just so you know, that note you saw about me loading up GBA was just so I could go in and sort out the GBA games. It unsorts every time a new game is added. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I'm not bothered. As you know, I like to sort by title. I sort by release order because for some reason my brain is better at remembering that than the actual titles. And it's mainly just because of games like Zelda that really throw me off. Might load up yeah, the Doom game, but just to download the add-on maps and free DLC. Oh, okay. So anyways, yeah, Caterpie's, I guess, crying over here, so we'll actually talk to him. Mom, where are you? We came to rescue you. Huh? Your mom's waiting. Let's get you out. Okay. I'm glad. You know, you really shouldn't be trusting strangers, Caterpie. My baby's safe. I'm sorry. I don't know how I could ever thank you properly. Don't worry, lady. There have been lots of quakes and fissures lately. It's dangerous. I'm glad your little guy's not hurt, honestly. Please, may I have your names at least? I'm Gaz. And this is Duo. Cool. He's, staring at me adoringly. Those sparkly eyes, it's a little embarrassing. But this doesn't feel bad either. It's like I'm a hero. Helping Pokemon in trouble might be a good experience. Again, the story's a little basic. Thank you, Gaz and Duo. I know it isn't really enough, but this is a token of our thanks. Please accept it. An Oranberry, a Pechaberry, a Rostberry. Yeah, it really wasn't much. Thank you so much. Goodbye. The remake, they hand you like reviver seeds and like really good items, and it's like, yeah, that wasn't much. It was a ton. Hey, thanks for helping me out. You're pretty tough. I respect that. So, what are you gonna do after this? I mean, hey, Duo, if you don't have anywhere to stay, why don't you come with me? Okay. Suspiciously, this guy has a house for us. Well, this is the place. And this is not, like, his house, because it's clearly for fire types. So I don't know where he got this house from. Wow. Can't explain it, but I'm happy. I'm a human being, but I like this place. I feel weirdly happy. It might be an instinct thing for Pokemon. Maybe this is what it feels like to want to wag your tail. Doesn't matter, I'm happy. Maybe I feel this way because I'm a Charmander. See, again, the story's a little basic compared to the second game. Oh, Duo, I can tell you're impressed. I mean, yeah, if somebody gave me a free house, I'd be pretty impressed. I thought you'd like it. I figured you'd find this an easy place to live, Duo. Yeah, so where'd you get this? I'm concerned. In fact, I was sure you'd like it. Again, where did you get this? This is your mailbox. This is where you'll get mail from other Pokemon. You know that fissure Caterpie fell into? There have been other natural disasters like that all of a sudden. A lot of Pokemon out there are hurting from those disasters. I want to help Pokemon like that. I want to help make this a safer place for Pokemon. And, I think you're capable after seeing how you did rescuing Caterpie. How would you like to form a rescue team with me? Duo, I think we'd make the world's greatest rescue team. How about it? Nah, I'm good. Huh? Oh no, come on. Duo, I'm positive we'd make a first-class rescue team. So come on, I'm begging you. Sure. Okay, that's done. Starting right now, me and you, Duo, we're partners in our rescue team. I'm counting on you. The team's name? Actually, I haven't thought of one yet. Hey, Duo, what do you think would be a good name? That's a good question. Let me actually read the chat. Nah, I get you, Duo. Playing the original Destroy All Humans is sort of jarring after playing the remake to completion. Yeah, it's just the controls. Like, you just get so used to a version. Gosh, that's already making me want to hug my poor kitties that have to always stay outside. That's fair. Funny thing is, I don't consider Bippy Duo a silly name anymore. When I use that name for Dragon Quest, I chose it to be silly, but now it feels wrong if I play a Dragon Quest game and I don't call the hero that. But that is silly. Gaz invested in cheap real estate. I guess so. I hope that's what it is. I hope he didn't just... It's like, oh yeah, there was some guy living here. He's dead now. And it's like, okay, that's... So what did he die from? It's like, oh, it's not important. He just stares at you for a while. My guess, this house was on fire and Gaz put the fire out. It's still on fire. There's still fires. This is when Gaz starts making you pay rent? No, thankfully not. Shoot, I am so bad at names. Shoot, frick. This thing lets me move around really fast, though, surprisingly. Will be the cats with a Q. Good enough. This barely ever comes up, so it doesn't matter. Cats? Yeah, that's a good name. It suits us, really. It suits us, huh? Rescue Team Cats. We begin tomorrow. Let's do it. Also, one thing I will say, while I obviously prefer the visuals of the remake, I kind of miss the sprite style, too. And that is how Duo and Gaz began their careers together as a rescue team. Gosh, that one episode of Sonic Sat AM really stuck in your mind. Specifically, that one meme stuck in my mind is the thing. Like, it's just how it is. The next morning. It is so weird hearing these tracks like this. I'm still the same. The way I look, I'm still a Charmander. But why would I be transformed into a Pokemon? This is the first isekai, by the way, if you think about it. I don't understand this at all. I feel groggy and sleepy. Not feeling well. I need more sleep. Oh man, wow, you move around fast, and that's not even including me just doing this. I don't know why they let you move so fast. No, I only want to sleep. I'll rest in bed. Alright. I get it. I get what you're trying to get me to do. You want me to save the game. The auto-saves spoiled me, I guess. I have to dispute the first isekai claim. Okay, I'm making a joke, okay? Ugh. I'm feeling refreshed. Oh, thank you, speaker. Honestly, it'd be so nice if I could do this more often. I still look like a Pokemon, but... Oh, that's right. That Pokemon, I think it was Gaz. We made a promise to form a rescue team together. I wonder what Gaz is doing. I should go out. It's not like we have much of a choice. I mean, he did give us a house, so I feel like we're kind of obligated. Also, I guess he just slept on the ground and let us sleep in his house instead of just coming in. Huh? Oh no! Sorry. I'm so excited. I've been waiting out here since dawn. I'm not sure that's what's going on. I feel like you just let me sleep in your house and then didn't want to bother me. I guess I just fell asleep. Anyways, our rescue team officially begins. Let's do this right. So anyways, we don't have any job offers yet. Oh yeah! Maybe there's something in the mailbox. I mean, you could check it, yeah. Guys, check the mailbox. The mailbox contained a rescue team starter set. I knew it'd be in there. It's the rescue team starter set. You always get one when you start a rescue team. And we got a rescue team badge, a toolbox, so we can hold items, and an issue of Pokemon News, yippee. Yeah, there's all sorts of good stuff in it. This rescue team badge, it's proof that you're in a rescue team. This toolbox, too. We can use it for keeping items that you find in dungeons. I'll put the stuff in that. I'll put the stuff that Butterfree gave us in here. Might as well put it to good use. But items are really useful. Let's use them on our adventures. And then hope we don't lose them, because when you die, you lose all of the items and money you have in your pockets. Not some of them, all of them. We have a copy of the Pokemon News. It has useful information for rescuers. I'll leave the Pokemon News in the mailbox. You should read it later. And let's see. Is there any other mail? Did we miss anything? Gaz checks the mailbox, but the mailbox was empty. Okay, so there isn't any mail for us after all. I mean, there was. It just wasn't what you were looking for. If there was any rescue jobs, we would be getting mail, but I guess no one knows us because we just started the team. I feel like it's me, like, waiting for a package when I was a kid. You'd order, like, games off Amazon, and then every day you'd check the mailbox to see if anything came in. Huh? Or he said, huh, what was that? Or something like that. They hand out flyers yet? I mean, I guess so, yeah. I think we got some. This was the first Poke-Isekai. Just be good to your room, you're grounded. Wait, how did whoever hands out the rescue team stuff know they started a rescue team? My guess is, I guess he told them off screen. I don't think it matters that much. I mean, I still sometimes anxiously await things in the mail. Honestly, same sometimes. Maybe it's a rescue request? Come on, what's it say? Bzz, bzz, bzz. I heard about you from Caterpie. Please, we need your help. Magnemite is in trouble. A strange electromagnetic wave flowed through the dungeon, and it stuck together Magnemite and Magnemite. This isn't enough to form a Magneton. It's not complete the way it is now. Please, we need help. Freaking Tom. What do you think? Should we go for it? I mean, yeah. That's what I want to hear. Let's do this right. Honestly, saying no to them, though, I should have said no. Because there's some really funny dialogue that comes from it. Let's not go. Huh? Why? It's our very first job. Let's do it. Nah, let's not do it. Okay. He doesn't have it. Some of the lines get kind of crazy. There's like multiple no options where he just keeps getting fucking goofier about it. Thunderwave Cave. All right. We do have a hub world we can roam in, but for right now, the game is just throwing us into another dungeon. Oh, you are here. Bzz, bzz. My friends are in this cavern. My friends should be on B6 floor. Please help them. I don't know if there was a different way I was supposed to read that, but... Me too. It depends on what it is. I know today I got something in the mail, and I wasn't really, like, focused on it, because it was a pair of earbuds. I just needed new ones, because, honestly, the ones I'm wearing now, one of them is already bad quality, and the other one is legitimately atrocious. It barely works. Just recently, I got some anime Blu-rays that were going out of print and showed signs they were going to go up in price, so I grabbed them while they were still reasonable. Fair. It's usually a good decision if you're looking to get them, at least, obviously. I don't really buy Blu-rays for anime. Okay. I'll get used to the controls eventually, but yeah, the tutorial was just mentioning that if you use the A attacks, you get more EXP for it. I think it's mainly to encourage you to not just spam your regular attacks and then run out of PP too quickly. Since, while this game is weirdly brutal for a Pokemon game, obviously a lot of kids were going to play this. And so it's like they wanted to make sure the kid could actually do it. An apple or gummy, it fills your stomach. The stomach will run out of food eventually, so it's kind of like, it's good to have these. It's why typically whenever I do a dungeon run, I like to explore the dungeon a bunch because you want to have items like that. You want to pick up as many apples as you can. In fact, you always want to keep some in storage too because you'd be surprised how quickly you can just mess everything up. Okay, since there's no, he's running because he's scared. He's got the timid whatever attribute, the personality type. Certain Pokemon, their abilities carry over into this. Some of them apply a little differently. Oh, you're cornered. There we go. There's my experience points. It was kind of messed up, but it's kind of a messed up thing to do now that I think about it. Perhaps I shouldn't have chased down the poor Puccietto who's just running for his life. But, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. Just buy them or don't bother. That's fair. It was Astro Boy 1980 and Lupin the Third, the Pink Jacket season, the 3rd TV series. Okay, huh. You know, I better be... Ooh, that's a lot of damage for one hit. All right, let's not mess around with the Nidoran then. Okay, your health refills automatically over time. You can take it, Squirtle. I believe in you. Okay, that was not the strategy you should have used, Squirtle. So this is this plays like Rogue. It sure is rogue-like. Yeah, it is rogue-like. Oh, he got Bubble. That's good. Bubble, I think, hits 2 tiles away, which is a good thing because any moves that hit from a couple tiles away are always good. Okay, let's be careful and let sleeping rats lie. Boy, the health fills up so much slower in this version. Oh man, I forgot. This is what I'm talking about it being harder though. It's like the remake, they fill your health way quicker. Oh no. Okay. Yes. Oh, that's really good. Good job, Squirtle. Gee whiz, that's a far distance. This is generally considered a good strategy if you just want to get some extra health. Is to kind of just sit there and walk around a little bit near the exit and hope that other Pokemon don't start roaming your way. Okay, let's go to the next floor. Even still has tile-based movement. Yeah, I think that the Mystery Dungeon series was one of the first ones to do that. Because Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is not the first Mystery Dungeon. In fact, the first Mystery Dungeon was a Dragon Quest game, funnily enough. So despite the fact that there is a main series, the first actual game in the Mystery Dungeon series was Dragon Quest, which is really weird. You know, and the Mystery Dungeon series has a couple ones. I know Shiren the Wanderer is one of them. I'd like to play Shiren at some point, because I've heard it's pretty good if you like Pokemon. Or if you like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, it's like, yeah, it's the same kind of thing. So it's like, yeah, I'd like to give it a shot at some point. But that being said, I don't know if I'm going to do it right now. Good job, Squirtle. Thank you. I didn't even have to do the work. This is reminding me a lot of my playthrough of the remake because Trico just did everything for me half the time because he had Dragon Breath inexplicably. Get closer, and then we're going to use Scratch on you. Okay, thank you. But yeah, so the risk with running through the halls is quite obviously that there's a risk you run into a Pokemon and then have to either take damage or can't strategize ahead of time. Ooh, we got Ember. Okay, cool. Sweet. That's what I wanted to get. I'm just kind of amazed how long-lasting the style is. Usually roguelike means randomly generated levels, but this really is playing similar to the original Rogue, but with the Pokemon twist. Yeah, that is the thing with it, is like, it's a very unique thing. Like, it's a style that this particular roguelike is not as popular now. I think it's because it's intimidating to people. It's kind of scary because it's like, oh, well, you know, they don't know if oh, man. Okay. All right. I can see how this is going. Okay. No, this one doesn't go far. Ah, that sucks. The remake spoiled me. Alright, at bare minimum, Ember should... Are you serious? You missed this time, too. Come on. I need to show it off. I'm trying to use it. Stop missing. But yeah, using the same type attack... It has same type attack bonus in all Pokemon games, so you want to generally try to do that if you can. Let's see. If this was Rogue, wouldn't this also have a button you can hold down to pass turns quickly? Kinda, but not exactly. It's... I don't know how to explain it, but it's like... Generally, I don't know if you can actually pass a bunch of turns quickly. What they expect you to do is really just the basic attack. But to be fair, there's not ever a circumstance where you're going to need to do that. These tiles get rid of status effects, so they're really good for that. So let us continue in the dungeon. Hey, yeah, Dragon Quest, Torneko no Daiboken, aka Torneko the Last Hope. I mean, if this really is like Rogue, it should also be impossibly hard to delete your save when you die. I hope it doesn't. Generally, I don't remember that being a... Oh, that was not what I meant to do. That was not what I meant to do. I wanted to hit you with, like, a regular attack. Because, boy, I'm starting to take a lot of damage. I kind of can't believe as a kid that I was able to, like, go through these games without any real... Like, I guess it wasn't without any trouble. I definitely had a lot of trouble, but still, these are not very nice games sometimes. Also, it should not have graphics and should just have text symbols that tell you where everything is. No, I would not want to trade this really pretty pixel art for that. That's for sure. I've always, like, I don't know, I just really like pixel art. I don't know how common that is nowadays, but I've always really liked, like, the Game Boy Advance style of graphics. Like, I don't know, it's just really cute. Let's go with Scratch against you, Plusle. Oh, you didn't die from that either. Oh, you didn't die from that either. Stop growling. Okay, we probably want to go to the next floor, which is where the Magnemite will be. I'd rather have finished the floor, but we had so many stats lowered that it wasn't really worth it. Let's see. If this is intimidating to people, they need to play the original Rogue or NetHack, which is not an online-only game despite being called NetHack. Here's the thing, this is a Pokemon game, so when I say it's intimidating, I mean, if you're a kid and you play this, you might have a pretty hard time with it. In this kind of roguelike, it's standard to have a pass turn button for healing and waiting for enemies to get in range. You can kind of do that. That's what the B button is for, but it doesn't work exactly the way I would like. Oh, hey, there they are. Let's get them out. Our bodies separated. Rejoice. Yay. They're very excited about this. Be thankful, you two. You are our hero. Thank you. I should have been like, be thankful, you two. Got 500 Poke. A Reviver Seed. Okay, that's good. A Rossberry is not as good. But the Reviver Seed is definitely good. Those are like gold in this game. You want every single one you can get. Boy, I'm sure glad our rescue went well today. I have to admit, since this was our first rescue as rescue job as a rescue team, I was really nervous. I'm wiped out. I'll go home and get some sleep. Let's do this again tomorrow. See you later. Yeah, honestly, Rogue is one of those games I used to find fascinating, but like these days, it's a game I only play when I'm bored and messing around. It's funny, I really gel with this style of game when it's made in the way I like it, and like I just happen to really like this one. That's why I want to play Sheeran the Wanderer. Because if it plays anything like this, it's like, yeah, I'd like to play it. Where am I? Maybe, is this a dream? Oh, there's someone here. Who is it? Someone I know? I can't remember. So yeah, there's a bit of an ongoing mystery that is present throughout the story as to what is going on with your protagonist. I think I dreamt something, but I can't remember what the dream was about. Oh well, today's another day. Wonder if we have any mail. Better check the mailbox. We may or may not. That's a good question. Let's see. There's no mail from people seeking a rescue team. Okay. Morning, Duo. You're up early. Oh, you checked the mailbox, did you? So what's the word? Were there any rescue jobs for us? Huh? It was empty? Well, I guess so. After all, we only just started up. Well, no point in moping. Let's go check Pokemon Square. I think there'll be jobs posted in the Plepper post office. Pokemon Square is over this way. Let's go. It's funny because this is the way more optimal method of getting jobs anyways. This is Pokemon Square. That's the Kecleon shop. You can buy and sell items there. Also, fun and kind of weird fact. So that purple Kecleon is bizarre because that's not a shiny Kecleon. Shiny Kecleon does not look purple. This is a completely unique design that's only present in Mystery Dungeon games for some reason. And they even retained it for the remake, which was really surprising because usually the Pokemon Company is real strict about designs. But no, they got to keep their weird purple Kecleons. That's cool. That's Felicity Bank. You could save your money there. This is the Gulpin Link shop. Gulpin will link moves for you. Huh? What's linking? Well, if you link moves, you can use them at the same time. If you need details, you better go ask Gulpin. This is Kangaskhan's storage. Store items so they'll never be lost. If you have important items, you should store them before you head out to a dungeon. Yes, you definitely should. How do you like it? The shops are useful, huh? Oh yeah, there's also the Plepper post office. It's straight ahead past there. I'm sure you can get information on rescue jobs there. So let's start with a visit to the Plepper post office. And by that, I mean I'm going here. Hello, welcome to the Kecleon shop. Let's see what you got. That's not what I wanted. Oh, okay, so it saves the last thing. You always want to buy every apple you get for a while. We can't afford the Reviver Seed, unfortunately. Oh my, you have no space for any more items. Okay, that's fair. We'll go store some of these, since why not? That's the purpose of this. Okay, we can do L or R. Firstly, Pecha and Rost berries, there's really no reason to even care. We do not need as many apples as we have, especially this early in the game. The gravel rocks aren't going to be useful for a little bit longer as well. We don't need this many orange berries. The cherry berries also kind of useless. And we would only really need one blast seed. Let's get rid of a couple more apples as well, since I'm going to be buying one more. Yep. Sweet, thank you. See, GBA's sprite style gave us some of the best sprite work from Sonic, Mario, Pokemon, Mega Man, and Metroid. Also, it's the console Ace Attorney series debuted on. It's absolutely gold in my book. Yeah, honestly, I love the Game Boy Advance. And it's funny, I know I should have probably grown up with it a little more, but I didn't really own like a GBA myself for a real long time. So a lot of my appreciation for it is way after the fact. I just really like the sprite style and stuff. Like, I just think it's real pretty. What do you have to say? I don't know why, but there have been many natural disasters lately. A lot of Pokemon have gone wild and violent because the disasters scared them. It's a mean world out there. Okay, it's good to know. Pardon? Oh, the Plepper post office. The Plepper post office would be straight down this path. It's out at the Cape. You can't miss it. What do you have to say, Bellsprout? There was a forest fire not long ago. It was terrible. Luckily, Blastoise and Feraligatr were able to douse it quickly, but it could have been much worse if they were slower getting there. So yeah, as you can tell, this world's not going great. Whether or not that has anything to do with anything we're related to is definitely a question. Yeah, we'll just go for that. Alright, I'll guard jealously, and every time you deposit, oh no, that was a remake exclusive. Okay, so when you deposit things in the remake, they always give you a free item. This will give us some surprisingly good sprite art for Astro Boy, and probably a few other things we need to look into. Yeah, it's a really cool console. Like, honestly, I love it. Over there, the Plepper post office. This is where information is gathered from Pokemon needing rescue in all sorts of places. Take a look at this. See the bulletin board? It lists rescue jobs. Check it out. Sure, let's take a look. Okay, Thunderwave Cave, and it's generally smarter to just accept everything this early in the game. And something very annoying about this. Every time you get a job, you need to go into this menu and actually select take a job, because if you don't and you go to the dungeon, the job will not be there. See? There were jobs listed, right? If you want to go on a rescue, you first choose a job by selecting it. Yep. We know. Don't worry. You know, it's like take a job. You won't be able to do the rescue job even if you go to the dungeon. Yeah, that's good advice. Our team will be known after we do some rescue jobs. I bet we'll get job offers in our mailbox soon. And if you want to take on a rescue job, choose the job on the job list, then select take a job. Yes, I know. I'm glad the remake fixed that, because it was really stupid. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. There's just something fundamental about how Game Boy Advance games look that I just really gel with. I think it's really nice. Did they say a forest fire? Someone must have had a baby gender reveal. Probably, yeah. Honestly, I get you, Duo. Most of my appreciation for the GBA library and the sprite work is long after the original console's lifetime. Yeah, that's just how it is, I guess. At the time, it feels kind of like, whatever. But once you get a little older, it's easier to appreciate the sprite art. So we're going to Thunderwave Cave because it's going to have more jobs and also be better for getting level ups, obviously. But But yeah, so like wasting turns, the way you would generally do that is by using the B button and running up and down the room. They don't have a button to just hold down, unfortunately, which isn't optimal because it means that enemies can like enter the room while you're running, and that's really frustrating, but it's about the best solution you have if you're wanting to waste turns. Okay, let's go. Pick up another apple. Boy, they are just handing these out. Usually when I play this game, it's like, no, dude, you get like 1 apple a dungeon at best for most of the run. But nah, this time it's being nice to me. I appreciate it. Gaz, you didn't need to do that. He was just sleeping. I guess we're like peas in a pod, considering I chased that one Poochyena down, and now this guy assaulted this freaking poor guy just sleeping. You know, I could see we're morally ambiguous protagonists in this game right now. Man, I freaking love the music in this game. Like, I know it's a little off-kilter, and it kind of drives some people away, but, like, I don't know, I really vibe with it. You know, it's got a very distinct sound to it, and what's kind of interesting about the remake is when they did the soundtrack, they basically made it sound exactly like how the original game sounds, just with like some extra instruments added in to make it sound a little higher quality. It was a very strange way of handling it, but like I really like it actually. I just, again, surprised because it's just not common. Oh, okay, I guess you're timid too. You know what? It's a good time to try something. I want to see if Ember goes around corners. It does, okay. Okay, well, we might as well wait. And we'll scratch you. Boom, there we go. Oh, there's an orange berry. I guess we can pick you up. You're a lot more useful than the Pecha berry, at least. So yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Since I haven't gotten to ask that yet. Okay, so it'll tell you whenever you get to a floor with a job on it. I probably should actually look at the... Let's see, rescue. Okay, so it's all rescues, so it's literally just find the Pokemon you gotta rescue, which you'll know pretty quickly which one it is just by looking at the little map there when you get to the room they're in. And they usually stay in the same room. They don't really move around too much. Okay, and then let's go for Scratch. There's no reason to be like conserving our power points right now currently because we're doing okay. This dungeon's not very long. They do get longer. Though even like late game, until you start getting to post game dungeons, there's not really like much risk. So yeah, this is the wild Poochyena. You can tell because the yellow little thing below him. All right, so he's dealt with. No, I do not want to leave. Yes, I'd like to continue with the adventure. Because otherwise, those other Pokemon are just going to be stuck in here and screwed. So that would be very mean. I'm starting to recover. The more the day went on, the more I got back into usual habits. Yeah, it seemed like you were playing Chrono Trigger at least, so... It's really surprising to me that somehow you're going to be the last one to beat it. I was sure I was going to be the last one to beat Chrono Trigger of us three because it's like... I play games real slowly. So I don't know. I'm a little surprised. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna play next though, because now that I beat Chrono Trigger, it's like, okay, well, what? Now what? Let's do that, and we'll just start wasting some embers on you guys to get rid of you quicker. Oh, okay, level 9. Wow, we are leveling up quick. Gee whiz. What the heck is going on? This is not how fast I leveled up in the remake. It took way longer. Again, it's weird. The remake is so strange because it's like, it's easier with like an asterisk attached because like it isn't at the same time. I don't know. It's very strange. Oh, okay. Thank you. Man, I just booted up Genshin. You and your Genshin Impact, geek. Oh, okay. Ooh, wait a minute. You're a Voltorb. You are not to be trusted near my water type. As you could guess, yes, weaknesses and stuff like that from the Pokemon games do apply. There's a little bit of that extra layer of strategy because of it. Pokemon abilities, moves, all that stuff all applies to this sub-series. Some moves are a little different in the Mystery Dungeon games compared to how they work in the mainline games, but it's because some of them just fundamentally couldn't work. Oh, okay, thank you, Gaz. You did it. I appreciate it. Boy, you sure were far out here, my friend. Okay, sure, we'll use the rescue team badge. Alright, see you later. I don't know how we could just laser people out of the dungeon, but, you know. No, not yet. Oh, whoops. Let's go see what's in here. It looks like it was worth it, because it's got some extra money. Okay, that's maybe not my best choice to walk right into his path of attack. Especially when he keeps hitting me with stuff that I'm missing. Okay, you're gonna have to handle this. Or I guess I am, because I pressed the wrong thing. Okay. Ember again. Just might as well not risk it. Okay, I'll let you get some fighting in here. Oh, okay, never mind. You gonna hit him this time? Okay, never mind. Clearly this is not working. I'm sorry I did that to you, Gaz. Paralysis just slows you down so you move at half speed, and so you can only attack and move every other turn. Yeah, like I said, the heat did something to me, and it became irritating to play games or really do much of anything. So what did you do, then? It was hard to play games or do much of anything. Like, what were you doing? I don't want the Patcha Berry. They're worthless. Like, you can't even sell them for much of anything. Okay. We'll scratch you. Wow, we are just leveling up. You say that like I'm playing playing Genshin is a problem. You're not gonna call me a P word for playing it, are you? No, I don't know why I would. I just, like... With me and Genshin... Honestly, I just don't like the game because I don't like its fan base. I'm gonna be real. Its fan base is really irritating to deal with. I will never get over the stupid thing they did to Sonic Frontiers at the Game Awards. I'm sorry, okay? It was dumb. They cheated and they freaking botted the votes, and then they didn't get punished for it, and they did that just to get, like, a couple of free... freaking polls, and it was like 50 cents worth of free polls, so it was basically worthless. They did all that cheating. There was a whole, like, fandom war just so they could get 50 cents. Like, bro, come on. Let's try Ember again, because this one's gonna be a little bit tough. No, I want to see what's up. Oh, okay, it's a Patcha Berry. Who cares? And that should be the end of the dungeon, I think. The P word, the power word? No, it's the thing that everybody on Twitter calls each other whenever, like, they like an anime character of any kind at all, for some reason, I guess. Instead of treating it with the actual seriousness the term should be treated with. Wait, what's this about Sonic Frontiers and Genshin? You know, I'll tell you in a minute here. Here's your reward, the promised Max Elixir. Sweet. And we got 5 rescue points. Okay, here's your reward, Reviver. Oh, Reviver Seed, yeah! And a Max Elixir, those are both good. Thank you for rescuing Wurmple. Here's your reward, a Max Elixir, alright. It's sent to storage, and 5 rescue points. Alright, sweet. We did good today. Let's knock it off, or let's knock off and call it a night. See you tomorrow. Let's see, yes, we'll save our adventure. Honestly, the thing I hate about this, I knew this was going to happen. I'm having fun with this, and now I want to just keep playing it, but, like, I also want to draw something, and so it's like, okay, well, shoot. I just like these games. Like, they're just fun. Again? Am I dreaming again? It's that Pokemon again. Huh? They're talking to me. I can't hear them clearly. What are they saying? Huh? It's shaking. An earthquake? Whoa, it's getting worse. For a dream, this feels strangely real, but... The next morning. Hello? Hello, you are Duo, aren't you? Oh, you can't see us, of course. How very rude of us. Hey, that's my freaking carpet there. That's my rug. We're pleased to meet you. We're Doug Trio. Last night during the earthquake, our child Diglett was attacked. He was whisked away to the peak of a tall mountain. We couldn't possibly climb somewhere so high up. That's why we must call upon you for your help, Duo. Diglett was abducted by a Pokemon named Skarmory. It's a vilely vicious ruffian. Please do be careful. Please, we need your help. We must go. Oh, okay. That was so sudden, there was no time to even say no. It's too bad, I better go. He's just gonna refuse it, I guess. As for what I did, I mostly watched videos, including one person I mentioned occasionally, but I haven't watched in a bit because I need to hear, what's a paladin? Aw, Spoony, huh? Morning, Duo. Huh? Someone just asked you to go on a rescue? Yes. Okay, you really need to stop doing that. That's my path. Our child Diglett was kidnapped. He was taken to Mount Steel Summit. Please, we need your help. Bye-bye. Okay, you really aren't giving us any time to refuse. I see. I guess we better go. I gotta say, this is one of the first games I ever played that had that little text box expression thing, and I always really liked it. It's why when I wanted to make my own game, it was like, yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna do that because I feel like it's just a nice little thing to do. Let me go check. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we don't have any space. Sorry, Kecleon. I know. I'm a big idiot sometimes. Okay, let's see. We don't really need more than a couple Reviver Seeds at most, and we have plenty of Oran Berries and Apples for now. Gee whiz. A Max Elixir would be good to have at least one of for right now. Okay, no, we're good. Thank you, Kangaskhan. Okay, let me go see what we got in the shop now. Big Apple, Stun Seed. Yeah, we're definitely buying the Stun Seeds. These are also incredibly useful items that you want to have like as much of as humanly possible. How much money do we have? Okay, so we got enough to buy some of the other stuff. Let's get the apple, and then I'll get the Big Apple too. Thankfully, I don't have to live there, at least. I just gotta buy it. Sure, we'll buy a Max Elixir. Okay, I'll go store a couple more things real quick, because that's just what you do in these games, is you store stuff. Having a Stun Seed on hand is generally pretty good. Probably more useful than the Blast Seed is going to be, really. No, I'm good. Okay, let me see. Normal rank. Is there a way to tell how much you need to be the next rank? I have no idea. Also, you cannot go in this house, sadly. I recorded some lines for another comic dub earlier. Oh, what's the comic dub that you're doing? And then let's deposit a little bit, but not like all of it, because I always like to have a little bit of money. So basically, I guess we're keeping what we have, because just in case a shop shows up in a dungeon, you might need it. Yeah, it's funny. It reminded me of another classic movie. You ever seen Highlander? No, I haven't. I think what we'll do is we'll do this next dungeon, and then that'll probably be it for now. Although first, actually, let's go to the job list just in case. Oh, there's nothing on the bulletin board right now. So literally the only place we can go is Tiny Woods, and it's not worth going there. So we're going to the next dungeon. And then after we're done with that, we'll draw. Mount Steel. More Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured it'd be more Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I was wondering. This is really pretty art. I like this a lot. So, this is it. Mount Steel. Diglett's been taken to the peak here. That's right. The peak is floor 9. Thank you for helping. Farewell. Well, I guess we go. This guy is very demanding. I understand it's your kid, but, like, you know, you could give us, like, a second at least. Ooh, yes, gummies. These are very useful. In fact, you just generally want to eat these right away. Okay, IQ rose. Learn the IQ skill PP checker. That's gonna go. That's gonna be something somebody's gonna make a joke about, probably. All right. Oh boy, already level 10. What is going on with these level ups? Gee whiz. This game is insane. This version is so weird. I don't even say this is a negative. I'm just like surprised by how quickly things are moving. Okay. I do miss the hot menu that the remake had, though, I will say. Man, I like these games way too much. It really sucks. It's like, I want to stream like an actual Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game at some point. And it's like, I want to finish Xenoblade 2 first, though, because it's an RPG, and I don't want to be playing 2 at the same time, because it just never seems to go well. It's like, I need you. It's like, I don't know, it's just really tough to, like, balance 2 RPGs at the exact same time. And then we'll go for Scratch, 'cause I think you're a ground type. So I guess we're scratching this grounder. Boy, wow, we're having some trouble. Your accuracy is real bad at the beginning of the game, unfortunately. It gets better as it goes on. Okay, let's go. Okay, that's where the next floor is. But not from the manga. I think it's supposed to be a fan comic from, X. Hot menu. There was a menu you could do in the remake where it would just let you pull up the moves without having to do the whole, like, little open this up, select the move. Like, you could just press ZL and then press one of the face buttons to choose whatever move you wanted. So it was a little faster than this. But obviously, this is a Game Boy Advance game. There's not enough face buttons for them to do that to begin with. Okay, let's go see what's on these other floors. Man, these are big, bunch of big rooms. Okay, not super useful, but... Okay, Gaz, you don't need to be doing that to the sleeping guy, okay? You need to get over your issues, man. Also, man, these errands are kind of wearing my PowerPoints out, so... Okay, well, I guess we're gonna be... Oh... Ooh, man, he's doing decent damage. Okay, you got him, Gaz. I believe in you. If either of your Pokemon die, that's game over. You have to start the dungeon again, and again, you lose all of your items. So it's not good. You don't want that. Well, add Highlander to the movies we should watch someday, assuming we still watch things. Yeah, we have been skipping that for the last couple weeks, though I don't really mind that personally. Like, I've said this before, but I'm more of a gamer than I am, like, a watch movies and TV guy. I always kind of struggle to be as into the things we watch by comparison. I think it's mainly because I just feel real inactive when I'm watching something. It's like, at least when I'm playing a game, I'm doing something. Okay, why is the music here fire? I mean, that's just the question you gotta ask about every Mystery Dungeon game. It's like, for some reason, the soundtracks just go really hard. This is even, like, the best of the music. It's just, like, it's kind of insane how good some of the soundtracks for these games are. Yeah, Scratch isn't gonna work real well against you. See, it's a unique movie, lots of sword fights, but also sad moments, and an interesting premise where the main character is immortal in the world that has lots of immortals that exist in hiding, and for some reason are driven to fight only until one is left. Lots of the movie is flashbacks in the main character's life. Basically, it's kind of what you guys always joke about my life must be. Oh, okay, I see. Fair, then. Okay, yeah, let's be careful. Alright, this is where you start playing real paranoid. As I said, these games are kind of mean compared to other Pokemon games. If you ever want to play one, you just kind of have to go in knowing that. I think that's why the Mystery Dungeon games aren't as popular as the mainline games, even though they definitely should be because they're better than the mainline games. It's because every time people play them, A, they can't get into the roguelite format, I guess, or something. You know, you could, like, use your Bubble Beam attack, and it would probably be pretty useful, but okay. You could throw the Graveler rocks at enemies. Come on, you got it. Let me check something, just in case. Let's see. Yeah, you should be able to use them, I think. So why is he not using them, I guess is the question. I hope it's not that they're auto-turned off or some goofy thing. It wouldn't make any sense, though, if they did that. Okay, let's get the Poke. Okay, at least our health is refilled at this point. Let's get some of this, too. Get some extra money. Oh, boy. Wow, that's a little unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna try to get through this. Hopefully Squirtle actually... Okay, Squirtle, you need to, like... Oh, that's not good. Okay, where are you at? Okay, so he shouldn't die in one hit. So I may have to switch spots with him. Okay, no, he can use his moves. He's just been kind of hesitant, I guess. This long hallway will help you refill some of your health in there, buddy. Alright, let's get moving. But yeah, these games are real interesting. I kind of get how some people say they're a little bit, like, less exciting if you're looking for, like, a traditional RPG. These are, you know, they're randomly generated dungeons, which not everybody's that into. And the gameplay, I guess, is just inherently repetitive. But seeing as I'm somebody who actively, willingly plays, like, Dynasty Warriors games because I like them, I don't particularly care much about repetition. As long as the game is fun, it's all good. I'm not going to waste time on you. You're just going to go down with an Ember. Okay, let's go to the end of this. Okay, we'll get another Gravel Rock, I guess. Oh, this is what happens when you're not paying attention. Okay. Assumedly, the stairs will be here soon. But it's sure taking a second because this is one of those bigger floors. Also, 4 more weeks until Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. I figured you'd be pretty excited, yeah. Squirtle, you know you can, like, use your moves to not have that happen to you. Actually, you know what? No, get over here. Okay, let's scratch you. Oh, man, there's several. Okay. Why would you do withdrawal, you freaking goober? The AI in the freaking remake is so much better. Why are you not doing what I'm trying to get you to do? Okay, there you go. Let's go with a Graveler Rock. Okay, Squirtle. My friend, you gotta do some stuff. You're not helping your case. Oh, come on. What do you mean it missed? Man, it's dodged 2 of them. That's not common. I can just pick them back up, but still. Okay, let's get an Oran Berry, which probably would be useful. These dungeons would be a lot faster if I wasn't doing this, but I feel like you kind of have to look around a little bit if you're going to be playing something like this. We really don't have a good setup for you on our end. Oh, I need defense curled. Okay, I'm just gonna use the basic attack. Whoa, that's a long distance. Okay, and we do have a good setup for you, though. Oh, level 10. Alright, sweet. Pretty good. Let's continue. What is over here? We got a blast seed. Useful. I haven't actually used them much, but they are pretty useful items in actuality. Because they deal pretty solid damage. If you eat them, then you just fire a shot at them. That's pretty decent damage for free. And you can also throw it at the enemy to just instantly, like, murk them from a distance, too. Okay, let's do a scratch again, because it's really our best option. And even though Squirtle can shoot through us, he's not doing it, so it's just how it is. Yeah, it's a pretty good game, bundled with one of the best entries in the Ace Attorney series that hadn't even been brought overseas for well over a decade outside of fan translations. I'm honestly still just kind of shocked that they're even doing it, frankly. Man, maybe I should disable his stat moves, because, like, stat moves are useful, but, like, he's not using them under good contexts. And so you use tackle instead. My friend, you really could, like, be doing some better options, but sure. Ooh, another gummy. This is why I roam the dungeon floors. I want to see if there's, like, a way to... Well, we might be able to eat the gummies outside of battle. Oh, I didn't remember Tyroke was, like, this early on. I also always forget that Pokemon even exists to begin with, but... To be fair, there's just so many of them that it's kind of hard not to have at least a couple of them just kind of escape your memory randomly. Oh, so now you use Bubble Beam. Okay, I see how it is. You know, you only use it when you're just inconveniencing other Pokemon, but when you need it to survive, suddenly it's a problem. Let's do that. Okay. And no, I want an item. We're going to throw a Gravel Rock. There we go. And then we'll just do a... Okay, no, never mind. We'll do a Scratch because it missed. And that missed too, so I guess this is just the trend. There we go. Thank you. Also, the funny thing about this announcement happening, with them doing Mystery Dungeon, is instead of people being excited because they don't want to play this one, they're like, well, why didn't Nintendo just add a mainline Pokemon game? And it's like, bro, what is wrong with Mystery Dungeon? And then they're always like, well, I don't want to play Mystery Dungeon. And it's like, maybe you would if you tried it. Like, you literally have a free opportunity if you have, because most of them already have the expansion pack. They want to play the Pokemon games through the expansion pack. But it's like, if you already have it, you could give it a try and maybe you'll like it, you know? Maybe try something a little different than just the generic Pokemon games. But I always say that about everything and then it doesn't matter. Because, like, they're not going to play Xenoblade either. You know, so... Okay, let's get rid of you. Getting close to the end of the dungeon, so it's unfortunate, but there's not much you can do about it. Okay, Blast Seed, get some money. I think we're gonna have to fight this one, which, yeah, we sure did, I guess. Honestly, I'd be happier with them putting lesser-known games. I think you have to balance it. So here's the thing. I don't mind when they throw in lesser-known games or not often re-released games, but, like, I don't want them doing what they started doing after a while with, like, the SNES and NES Online. Where after a while, it was like they just straight up didn't ever release anything except the obscure games. And, like, when there are still a bunch of major games that haven't been released yet, I feel like it's a little weird when you're releasing Glumbo's Revenge 3, and yet we didn't have Earthbound on the system. And it's like, I'm sorry, but, like, you should be getting both, not just one. But that being said, I am glad that they released this on Switch because it's a good game and it should be on the Switch. Even if it's kind of like, I guess you could play the remake, and that's true. It's a real good, it's the better version of the game, really. But, like, most people aren't going to pay $60 for it, so. I legit thought Capcom would let Investigations 2 remain on the DS like they did with Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright on the 3DS. Well, then again, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright is a crossover game with another publisher. Honestly, I think it's not unlikely that they release... Sorry if you're hearing stuff on the mic. I had to move something. But honestly, now that they've released the Investigations games, I wouldn't be shocked if they throw Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright on like modern consoles, which I hope they do because that game is really good. In fact, I really would like it if Level 5 would start re-releasing the Professor Layton games in general, frankly. Because they're, like, really nice. They're really fun puzzle games, and, like, I'd like to be able to play them on a modern console. And some of them are really expensive now. And not all of them, but, like, some of them are really expensive, so it's just like, yeah. I don't know, it'd be nice. What does this do? Because... yeah, it's not particularly useful, not worth my time. Your toolbox gets bigger when you, like, actually do more rescue missions and stuff. But I haven't upped my rescue rank, so I don't have much of an option but to deal with the kind of small inventory. We're basically playing Earthbound. I mean, I agree to an extent. I just remember it being annoying when GBA first came to the Switch, and most of the games were just ports of Mario games that you could already play. I actually agree with that, I guess. It's kind of... my issue with the GBA Online is that for a long time, they just didn't release any games on it. Like, it was weird how they added it, and then they just let it sit there. Like, the N64 kept getting games, but the GBA, they would just, like, ignore it, and it was like, why? You know, honestly, I'm sorry, but, like, I love certain N64 games, but I tend to just prefer the Game Boy Advance library as a whole. And it's like, yeah, I'm down for more GBA games, but they keep giving me weird freaking, like, random N64 games and avoiding the DS, or the GBA, and I don't understand it. Like, I just didn't know what they were doing. Let me take a drink real quick. Look, Duo, Diglets over there. Hey, are you alright? We're here to rescue you. I'm scared. You, what do you think you're doing here? We came to rescue Diglett. Hey, Skarmory, quit doing this and release him. How dare you? It's their fault. I haven't slept in days because the earthquakes frightened me so, every night we had them. Those earthquakes are caused by this brat's ilk running wild underground. Whoa, that's not true. Sure, there have been quakes galore lately, but it would take more than Diglett's family running wild under the ground to set off a quake. You be quiet. We'll fight if you keep that up. It's useless. Skarmory is too steamed to talk reasonably. You're going to have to fight. Alright, so, best option. I guess first what we'll do is we'll throw a rock at him. Like all heroes do. Okay, and now what I'd like to do is throw the stun seed at him. And I guess Squirtle's not particularly interested in fighting until I hit him. Okay, that was way easier than the remake. What is going on with this version of the game? Why am I having no trouble with it? Ugh, I can't keep up. I'll flee for now. Hey, we sent Skarmory packing. You're safe now. Come on down. I can't. I'm too scared to move. Okay, no sweat. We'll go to you. Just wait. Whoa. Wow, this is some cliff. I can't even see the bottom. Duel, what do we do? Can't get across this. Bzz, bzz. Hey, it's those Magnemite from the rescue. We got word of this. We can rescue Diglett from the sky. Hold on to us tight. Don't be scared. We won't be make the mistake of zapping you. Hopefully. It wouldn't work. He's a ground type. Oh, I was very scared. Maybe because I was somewhere up so high. My feet feel like they're still walking on air. Feet? He has them? Feet? Oh, well, you're safe now. Good thing, huh? Yes, thank you very much. Oh, you've been rescued. Great, great. Huh? What was that? Who said that? Oops, you can't see us? That's terribly rude of us. At least you're not in my driveway this time. Hello, Doug Trio here. Oh, Papa. Diglett, you had us worried. You're not hurt? Nope. It was very scary, but I'm alright. It's all thanks to Duo's team. Thank you for everything. You're heroes. If you want to thank anyone, thank our Magnemite friends. We couldn't have done this rescue without or on our own, right? Oh, how rude of us. Thank you so much. No. It was only the only thing to do. And how both our evolved forms are joined trios. I felt a certain kinship. After all, Pokemon must help each other. I'm impressed. Sincerely, thank you. Must be going, Duo. Gaz. Thank you. Farewell. Let's see. Let me read the chat. Yeah, that's another issue, the drip feed of games. And then with the NES and SNES libraries, a lot of the games are crap nobody cares about. Jispy, are you telling me you don't want to play Jelly Boy? First option, throw a rock. Yeah, literally. This is what you get for wanting to sleep, I guess so, yeah. We've got a Petroscarp, some ginseng. We'll be on our way, too. Wait a sec, hold on. What is it? Listen, how would you like to join us? Join your team? Yes. We couldn't have done the last job if you weren't around, Magnemite. I thought we would need more help for doing rescues in the future. Hey, Duo, you think so too, right? I mean, yeah, because I'm not going to refuse a Magnemite. I love Magnemite. So come on, how about it? Join our rescue team. What do you say? Rescue team? That sounds fun. But if you need us to rush over to the rescues, we need somewhere to live close by. Is there anywhere we can live in this area? Well... Oh, there isn't. Too bad. Sorry, but we can't join you. See you. That's too bad. I guess we need somewhere Pokemon can live if we want them to join the rescue team. And I only have a couple more houses right now. I know. Let's go out to Pokemon Square tomorrow. There's this interesting shop called the Wigglytuff Club. It wasn't open the other day when we went to the square. It might be open tomorrow, though. The shop is next to Felicity Bank. Usually Wigglytuff is there. We might be able to get some useful information there. Alright, let's see what we'll do tomorrow. We'll go, that's not what he said. Also, Skarmory could just have gone somewhere else. It's not like he can just fly or something. Yeah, but when you're sleeping, you can't do much about it. But anyways, I don't know if the next thing starts a cutscene. So I think we might finish it off here as far as, like, playing Mystery Dungeon. Because I wasn't intending to do, like, a whole playthrough. We were just going to have some fun with it. And now I'm going to draw, which means I have to reverse my chords, which is very fun. But, hey, I'll create a restore point real quick. Just because why not? Man, I don't like that these are oddly shaped covers. I kind of liked the solid squares that we had before. It's a little bit weird, but whatever. Okay. I can deal with it. I haven't actually played the Starfy games they added, so I don't know. But, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. Like, I was having fun at least. I do intend to do an actual Mystery Dungeon stream thing eventually, but it's going to be a bit because I got to finish Xenoblade first. So I'm going to put my computer monitor thing back up on the actual monitor instead of on my TV, so that way we can do the other thing. And I guess you guys can just enjoy my Switch home menu, which has not changed much, really, since the last time you saw it. Alright, let's get this HDMI over here. Okay. And that should be pretty good. I'm gonna go wash my hands as well. So I'll be back in a minute. probably could have put on some music for you guys if I wanted to. I just wasn't thinking about it till after I already left the room. So I guess that's just how it is. Man, Nintendo really fumbled with the console customization with the Switch. I agree. I really missed the 3DS. The 3DS used to have like themes. It was really nice. It really sucks that we don't have that anymore. We'll go put on some music. Okay, I'm gonna try to think of something that isn't Sonic R. Because I keep listening to Sonic R music, and I feel like we could pick something else. Shoot. Somebody suggest a track. I missed the customization on 3DS. Yeah, same. That's where I'm at. Yeah, there's a reason a lot of people give up and just use emulation for these classic games. That's the thing, though. I don't like emulating games. I don't think... Like, I'd rather have it, like, officially. You know what I mean? There isn't even, like, console music or ambience. Yeah, I agree. It's really frustrating. And, yeah, it's like... I don't know. I like to play games officially. Like, I'm not a big fan of emulation unless I have to. I'll do it in cases where I need to capture footage or something. Or if it's like a GameCube game, because it's really hard to play my GameCube games on the GameCube and then show the actual footage because it's a composite cable thing. I was going to name one song from Outrun 2006, but I can't recall what it's called. I don't know anything about Outrun. I don't know how loud this is going to be, and it's going to be very weirdly exciting for Also, you guys aren't going to be able to hear it yet, so let me make sure it's not too loud. On my end is very loud, but on your guys' end I don't think it's going to be that loud. I think it was called Life Was a Bore. Oh, okay. I'll play that one next then. Alright. I was about to say, that's not Outrun. Daytona works too. I just like Daytona music, I guess. I've never played it. I have, like, no interest in playing it. But I like Daytona music. It's very repetitive, though. Okay, so let me get Photoshop open. Oh, hey, wow. I was testing concepts out for logos for our game. This is the only one I came up with that I was even, like, halfway okay with so far. Okay, we'll go with 720p. Wow. Probably shouldn't go with a black background for this. I feel like it's not really useful. Okay, I need to draw a character, but it needs to be a human this time, and not Garfield again. I know that there's a part of me that's considering it, because for some reason, I just like drawing Garfield, but, like, I need to draw something else that isn't Garfield. I don't even know why I want to draw Garfield all the time. I don't even, like, it's not even, like, one of the things I grew up with much. Like, I've watched the dumb CG cartoon, but... You know, nothing about Outrun? You watch me play it. Well, what I mean is, like, I don't... You should draw Miku. I could try drawing Miku. I'm intimidated, but I guess that's fair. That is a human character. I'm gonna type in human Miku. Like, what does that even mean? Okay. Let's see. I don't think it really matters because I just need the design. Everybody always uses the same image of her, though. It's like, it's always that same stock render. I'm kind of scared to go too far, actually, now that I think about it, because, like, you start going too far. Is this a 3... No, okay, whatever. I prefer this one. Okay, it's just a web file, it's fine. As long as it's not an AVIF file or something stupid. Okay, I am gonna need this for reference. Okay, let me open this up. I also need to reorient things because the mic is like kind of in the way of where my pen needs to go a little bit, so we'll kind of move around. Miku is not a bad idea. Oh, okay. Incidentally, I was on Steam to buy games and found out I'm not the only person here who plays too. That's only the only person who isn't Geek or Duo. Oh, okay. That I guess that's fair. Well, it is a good render. Yeah, I like this one a lot better. The other one's kind of, I don't know, generic looking to me. Like I've never really vibed with that particular render. All right, so first things first, gotta get the head. I feel like this is always the part I have like a really weird time with, because head shapes are weird. It's why I need to practice drawing people more to begin with, to be fair. Well, I have white on, so that's probably why. And again, everything is like in the worst position right now. I'm gonna move my Switch Pro controller and stuff, and move these Triscuit crackers, I guess, because they're also partially in the way. Alright, so let's get the black brush on. Oh, hey, you're drawing Kagami again. This is not Kagami, this is Hatsune Miku. Come on. Okay. Try to repair that. Let's see. What am I going to draw her doing? I kind of have an idea. Okay. I don't know if... Well, I guess I could kind of do that, but it's... Well, no, that is kind of what I was going for. To an extent. It's just a little bit... Oh, I can't redo it. Okay. Is this the angle I want to be going at? Because, like, by this logic, it'd be kind of... It's kind of a low angle to be looking, so I think we gotta redo the chin here. Okay. No, I don't like that. Okay, and then that's a little better. I do gotta get used to drawing at different angles, so it's probably for the best. Man, I literally did the same thing again. Shoot, okay. Okay, this is some music. Daytona is getting a little old. Okay. I see how it is. I guess we'll listen to Life Was a Bore. Hopefully it doesn't have a copyright claim. Doesn't look like it. It's not really good for, like... Yeah, the Daytona music's not good for drawing. It's a fun song in short bursts, but hearing it on a loop, yeah. I think I said this before, but the first time I saw Hatsune Miku via Kagami dressing up as her in Lucky Star, I actually thought she was Sasami from Tenchi Muyo, just older. Okay, huh. I just feel like there's such a low, like... This is weird. Fuck. I'm trying to figure out how to orient the head. This is always the part that I have like the toughest time with to begin with. Let's see, because I kind of know what I'm looking for, but it's like, it's going to be hard to draw it at this angle, I feel like. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to imagine in my head, like, what is the angle here, because I can kind of see it. Let's see. She's got like a little bit of a thingy going on here. Let's see. It's kind of a little collar-ish thing. I don't know if this is too long of a neck or not. She's got the little tie thing. And then we would have kind of a... No, it wouldn't be like that.
My days were changing.
I don't know, I might need to like kind of...
I never knew riding with you could bring so much wonder. Everything is surprise.
This song is very weird.
Beautiful machine never slows, never
see. I'm trying to get just kind of a general shape. I don't know, that doesn't look right. It's gotta be like angled in the way where it's like against her neck, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Like, that's not logical. You know, there's gonna be a certain amount of gap because it's a collar, but we'll do something like that. Take it slow and picture it in your mind. That's what I'm trying to do. It's just like, again, human characters are just inherently harder. Let's see. We need to get like the general shoulder shape, which she doesn't actually like have. Okay, and then I need to kind of do like a little. Okay. No, I think it would be more like a. Something like this. Let's just give her a general hand shape for now because it's not that important. How do you... Because it's kind of a... Nah, let's not go for that exact shape. If anything, it might be better to go like... It'd be like this. And then have the hand kind of arc a little bit, like this. I don't know, if you're gonna be shooting it up though, it'd be more like a this. It's not gonna be the exact hand shape because of how this naturally needs to kind of work. Okay, her arm might be a little big, but I have to figure out what the other thing is going to be in terms of this. No, it's going to be more of a this. This one, I don't need to worry too much about it. Okay, it's gonna be hard to tell what I'm looking for. The heck is this song? Yeah, it is, something. Honestly, so far it looks like it's coming together. It's going okay so far. Hope I don't just jinx it by saying that. I hope it's not too. And yeah, this music is a little unusual, but it's fun to drive to. Alright, let's pick something that's good for drawing. I'll make sure you guys can actually hear it, because this is a little quieter of a track. Let's see. It's a song meant to be listened to while drifting around tight corners with your girlfriend in the passenger seat, cheering you on or berating you if you crash, and occasionally telling you to run over ghosts, because Outrun loves you. Here's an idea. Hatsune Miku wearing a dual disc. No, I have a particular plan for this image that I'm trying to accomplish. Let's see. So well, her tie is not like that angled. It's more of a like a. It might be better to be doing the tie. After we're done with this, but whatever. Probably should have curved this a little more because it doesn't. Well, I guess she shouldn't have that much of a problem with it, so I don't need to worry too much. This is the problem I always have drawing girl characters, though, is I'm not good at like understanding how you draw the female anatomy exactly, and it's like. I know some people will be like, oh, well, why are you putting so much emphasis on it at all? It's whatever, but it's like, well, it's just how girls look. Like, you have to draw them a certain way. So, I don't know. Okay, so she's got a little bit of a thingy coming out here. I don't know if it's gonna be that strong. Also, I probably should have moved this up. Still can, so we'll move this up. We'll free transform it a little bit. Again, I'm gonna draw over the actual stuff later. This is just setting a baseline, like what we're looking for. Oh, here's an idea. Hatsune Miku. Or I already read that. Oh, this is a classic. Not a bad idea. Again, I already have. I guess I could do a dual disc if I wanted to now. My idea, honestly, I was gonna make her into a knight, and I was gonna give her like the leek as the sword, and then I was gonna give her a shield. But the problem is I can't figure out what to give her for the shield at all. That didn't really do what I was looking. What are you doing? Why are you not recognizing? Oh, it's because it's freaking got the little tiny little bit of stuff that you can barely see. I'm not sure if this is necessarily wide enough or not. Okay. We would kind of just go like that. And then gotta get her skirt thingy here. Should be like slightly. It's pleated, which is gonna be its own design challenge. Because I don't really know how you do the pleated skirt thing. It does seem like the pleating kind of comes from around there. So this would be the top layer, if I had to take a guess. I might have to slightly redo this. The skirt's not coming out the way I'd like it to, though. It's a little bit off kilter. Texture work to that. I'm going to extend all of this a little bit because her skirt's a little short for what it should look like, in my opinion. It's like, that's not going to cover you. No, that's not quite what I'm looking for either. See, what's your problem with drawing female anatomy again? I'm just not good at drawing, like, this area because I don't know how you proportion it or where it's supposed to be. Like, I know it sounds weird, but, like, people will sometimes draw them, like, too high or too low on the body, and I don't know where it's exactly supposed to be all the time. Gosh, this music takes me back to the 2000s. What a simpler time. So for the relaxing soundtrack, Secret of Mana has one track. Apparently it's called In the Thick of It, which is weird as even in the game it's a relaxing song for something that plays in a monster-infested area. If I'm going to go for like an RPG, I'm probably going to pick something more like, I don't know, probably something from Chrono Trigger. Oh, the sword idea is pretty clever. I just liked it. I thought it was kind of cute, but also I feel like the skirt should flare out a bit more. That is kind of what I'm thinking as well. Is kind of like it should be further out, but the pleating is not necessarily as strong, like strong enough to do like a ton of stuff with it. So again, I can always redraw over this with the other tool. It's more about getting a baseline set. Like to do is more of a something like that. I don't know, now that kind of looks goofy though. That kind of looks stupid. I'm not sure I like this as much now. Might be able to do something better with that. And I'm not sure how much lower I'm gonna go. But for right now, I'll at least try to get some semblance of legs in here. So... Which usually, if you're gonna be standing like this, you'd kind of be like this. Man, I really did size this not great for the document itself, but again, because it's just a sketch, it doesn't really matter. So let me take this, we'll free transform it and shrink it, and that way it'll fit a little better. See, well, you got her chest in the right place. That's what it feels like to me. I don't think I messed it up, and it didn't look like I proportioned it weird. You could always ask your sister's opinion. I don't think I'm gonna ask her opinion of something like that. I think that'd be really strange. So let's see. Now here comes the part that can be a little wacky, which is getting the hair. Because it's not... See, she's kind of got like a little bit of a spiky hair kind of thing going on, it seems like to me. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna need to position where her hair is gonna end on her head. It might be curved a little too much, especially because you gotta remember it's kind of at an angle a little bit. Also, I probably should have drawn the eyes first, actually, before we start doing any of that. Or at least, like, where the eyes are going to be at. I don't know if that's really the right angle. What is the angle for the eyes that are, like, on this side of the head? Now, let's just get some pupils in there so I can actually see. This is looking like... the eyes might need to be something... Yeah, it looks like this one's too low or something. Let's see. So, I'm kind of going for like a... That pupil is way too big for this. Eye proportions are also kind of weird when you're at an angle. Okay. The face is not finalized. I just need some kind of face. So I can actually draw the rest of it since I'm real particular about it. Okay. I do gotta look at the hair because this one's real tough. It does look like she doesn't have as much of the wacky stuff kind of flowing down her head, which is honestly probably for the best. Okay. She's got some smaller little tufts of hair. Angle kind of similar, but more straight angle seems to be what we're going for. Which, if I had to guess, the other side of the head is going to be something similar to that, where it's going to be arced. Which it does seem like that's the case, and I think it makes sense for it to be more akin to this. Okay. Again, we can always polish up stuff later. Then she's got some twin tails, which hers are very long. They seem to kind of come out. No, I don't think that gravity doesn't really work that way. Boy, she's got some big hair. Might need to be out a little bit more heading in. But we'll see how I'm feeling about it. And then she's got these little square, like, bangle things on her head, which I don't know if those are supposed to be clips, but they're not really that close to her hair, so I can't see them really being that effective, personally. Let's see it more like that. And then this side of the head, I'm definitely going to have to show a little more where it's coming from, which is going to make it kind of rough. Maybe I should give her hair a little more flow to it. A little more like... that. Okay. Her hair is not evenly proportioned with that. Still not evenly proportioned. That's in the opposite direction of where we're needing to go. Okay, let's see. Just be no, yeah. So this is a real face-off, I guess so. Turn the music down a notch. Okay, let me turn it down. Okay, I mean, considering she's a computer AI, she can afford big hair. Twin tail supremacy. I like twin tails. I don't mind them. You know, I'm not sure if they're my favorite per se, but I like them. Yeah, so they're kind of... This clip is odd in how it's formatted. So I guess I'm going to have to kind of angle this a little bit, which is a little wacky to do. But I can do it. Okay. Right, so that's that. Now, I need to get... I need to look at what a leak looks like. Okay. I see. So it's kind of like a green onion, really. Okay, so this would kind of... It's not too hard to draw, I assume. I say right before I'm probably gonna immediately regret that. I'm going to need a little more. Let me see. I find it funny, both you and Geek were weird about asking sisters. Like, I get it. I remember thinking some of my stuff would sound cringy to women, and then I realized they like stuff like Twilight. Yeah, but this is literally like, hey, wow, female individual. Can you tell me if this drawing of another female individual has the correct proportions for a chest? Thank you. Like, that, I'm sorry, it's a little weird. I don't know if it should be designed like a sword, or if it should be designed like a leek still. Let me look at it again real quick. Okay, so it's kind of got a color scheme shift. But it's not like on the lower part. I'll have to make this a little bigger when we get to the actual brush. I might make it thicker. You know, kind of like do that, but I'll wait until we get the brush. The problem is the shield. What kind of shield should she have? I could go with the same theme of like the green onion and do like a vegetable-esque shield, but I don't know. I feel like there's a certain degree as to what you can ask a woman regardless of blood relations. I don't know. I feel like this is just a weird case, personally. Because what I could do is something like akin to that and have it be like a turnip. Well, it needs to be bigger than that. It's a shield. Come on. Yeah, it's like you could kind of do like a turnip, which would have like kind of a similar appeal to it, and then it's like, you know. But if anybody actually knows a better thematically relevant shield, I'd really appreciate it. That'd be really nice to hear. Also, kind of looks like a heart, which I guess is not too bad. I was agreeing with you. It'd be weird to ask a girl about that. Yeah, so Hatsune Miku is getting ready to fight war. I guess so. I might make the shield bigger when we draw over this with the brush here in a bit, but... I guess, yeah, she could be going to fight Wart, but it's not, like, this is supposed to be a shield, so it's flat, so I'm not sure it's 100% accurate. Nah, we're not gonna go for the cartoonist brush. Let's go for the one we were using last time. The pressure size one. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good one. Okay. Just make sure I'm doing this on a separate layer. See, but yeah, like, I get it's weird at first, but I remember pretty much every artist has to ask at one point. I guess it's just like, I don't know. In this case, it's just strange. Oh, Domino's pizza! I could make the shield a piece of pizza if I wanted to, and that would actually fit. I mean, in your case, you seem to have figured it out anyways. Kind of, but that's just because I know that, like, a lot of people, and I'm gonna just do this for example, but they'll just do this. And it's like, doesn't make any sense. You can't have it proportioned. Like, it has to be a little lower on the body, because when you think about it, like, with your own chest, it's like where your chest would interlock has to be, like, a little below the arms, but not too far below the arms. So, to me, it's like, yeah, it makes sense that it'd be around there, but, you know. Okay, so let's see real quick. If I can draw... Okay, well, that's not really helping me. Okay, that's also making her fat. Her face is not that fat. Although she has more of a pointy chin. If anything, it seemed like to me. But I don't know if it's like this kind of pointy, because that... I don't know, that feels a little too pointy. I feel like the point's gonna be subtle. Let's try that again. Frick. Okay, maybe we should just start at one end. I say as I mess that up too. Okay. I think that should be good. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll kind of... kind of just throw in a couple little guys here. I don't like that last one. Okay. Not exactly what I'm wanting. Okay. Okay, and I'm purposely kind of doing this because her hair is a little bit weirdly shaped. Domino. So Hatsune Miku is out to avoid the Noid. Do you actually know about the Hatsune Miku, like, Domino's pizza ad thing? Like, is that a thing you're aware of? Because, like, I'm kind of curious now if you know what we're talking about, what we're referencing. You know, honestly, I kind of vibe with the idea of having, like, chunks of it like this. Not like that exactly, but, like, kind of almost copying the mistake. As weird as that sounds, because it kind of feels like that would almost fit the drawing better. Okay. It's not going to be a very thick line, I'm noticing. I don't know, I feel like you got to kind of do that first, though. Like, you got to kind of have that. And then kind of do something like this on top of it to interconnect. Okay. The issue is the pencil sketch thing kind of gives it a particular look. No, I don't like that one. Okay. Just be like a decade ago, Domino's Pizza app was released exclusively in Japan, where it was entirely themed around Miku, functioned like any other pizza ordering app, but was decked out with Miku theming. Yeah, it was a really big meme, and then like, then it kind of disappeared for a while, but like people were able to get it back online, I guess, or something. The delivery people would even use Miku branded delivery scooters. Oh man, I would have liked that. Yeah, I didn't know. Sorry, was washing my hands before answering. Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine. Like, not everybody's gonna know the context of, like, some hyper-specific internet thing. No, not. What here? We'll do the hair stuff later. The eyes are really interesting because it's like. Okay, I do like my. It's hard to get the little angle thing I'm looking for, because these are supposed to be like angled eyelashes, but like you can't do that super easily. Okay. No, it needs to be bigger. Just said it needed to be bigger. That was not bigger. Okay. Not sure if that expression's real optimal, but maybe we could kind of re-angle it. Nah, I think it should just be a smirk without the little. No, it didn't work exactly. What is the exact expression I'm looking for? No. Or maybe it should be like a more of an open mouth smile? Okay, I don't know. And something like this. No. We can mess with the mouth later. It's not that big of a deal. Let's see. So I'm about as aware of Miku's Domino crossover as you are probably aware of Domino's Avoid the Noid ads. I know what Avoid the Noid is. Like, why wouldn't I? I also know about Yo Noid too. It even had an AR function where you could take pics of Miku, or even had a mini concert on your pizza box. Oh yeah, and even the pizza boxes were Miku themed. Again, Japan's real lucky. Which you should look up. The Noid was kind of a mascot, and he was meant to be a sort of villain. He was done in claymation. That's awesome. Again, I've seen the Noid, which I mean creepy. Gypsy, I think everyone is kind of aware of the Noid, and Some for not the best of reasons. I don't know what the not best of reasons would be, but... Okay, and then let's kind of get on to... Okay. It's really funny how some of this is just like, yeah, draw over it, and then some of it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do something else. Human elbows are a little goofy because they're not shaped exactly like you think they're gonna be shaped. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll do this. Okay, and then we'll kind of just go for you. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to erase some stuff, which I should have done this on a different layer, but pretty typical of me to just not do that, because of course I'm not going to do it on a different layer. I'm an idiot, but what are you going to do? Okay, it should probably make it sharper if we're going to do that. Okay. Let's get her other arm here. This is going to be the real challenge because this is the one where I need to very suddenly be able to draw the hand. Let's see. How would you be holding this if you were like... I guess it might be more of a... Man, hands are such a pain. I have no idea how people do this without, like... Let's see, so... Maybe the hand's not long enough. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of looking a little questionable, that's for sure. I should have drawn the hand in... I'm gonna draw it in pencil real quick, so that way I can actually figure out what this is supposed to look like, because I didn't do it. Let's see, a situation happened back in Jispy's days with an ill man whose name was the Noid. He did something bad at Domino's restaurant because he thought the restaurant chain was making fun of him with the character who shared his name. I need to play Yo Noid 2, as it genuinely looks kind of fun. Hands take practice, yeah. Sometimes I had to look at my own hands holding a thing. Yeah, that's what I'm having to do. Is like, a lot of the time, what I have to do is kind of like imagine, like, okay, where would this... If I was holding something, like, where would it be at? Here, give me a sec. I gotta actually, like, kind of look at this. I guess this could be her thumb. Because it's not super unrealistic. Okay, well, I gotta have the smoothing on, otherwise it's just gonna be worthless. Okay, so if I was holding something, it would be kind of like, hey, here's my thumb. Okay. Okay, and then it should be kind of a... kind of actually get away with not having to do as much detail, thankfully. Might have drawn the fingers too small in this case, though. Okay. And the sword should be blocking that, but from here on, they definitely should be kind of... Okay. Kind of wondering... This is really that good of a hand, but what are you gonna do? This might be about the best we're gonna get, frankly. Okay, so we're gonna try that. This is not the direction we need to go. It's the opposite. We need to go this one. And no, this is too small. Let's try a bigger one. I guess that's kind of about what we've been doing, but I'm not sure if it wasn't... Nah, this one looks too thick. So let's kind of go with this one, and we'll kind of paint over this. Okay. I don't know if I like that pinky as much. Let's go with what we did originally. Okay. Not ideal, but could definitely be worse. Okay, that was not what we needed to do, though. Okay, maybe we should draw it coming from this area and then focus on that. Okay, that's pretty okay, I think. So that means we're gonna have to definitely kind of customize the leak a little bit here, but that's fine because I don't think this will be that hard to find or to... It's gonna have to be angled a little bit, but to make sure it's also realistically proportioned. To fit in her hands without it looking insane. Okay, and then it'll have kind of a little... something like that. Okay, let's see. Miko's coming to smite the unbelievers. Believe in her twin tails. Believe in the power of Vocaloid music. Okay, so the skirt might be the thing I need to kind of spend a little bit of time with here. I don't know, that feels a little too harsh of an angle though. Maybe I will just kind of generally verbatim copy it. I know it's not what I should be doing in some senses, but... Okay. Always should be. I don't know if that's much better, but I like it a little better. Twin tail supremacy. I like twin tails, but it can depend on the girl. There are some who just don't look good with them. I mean, that's probably fair, I guess. I don't know. Like, I've not particularly minded any, like, character designs I've seen with twin tails, but that being said, I wouldn't, like... I don't know. With me, I guess it's just not one of those things that's like, ooh, this is one of my favorite design elements. I do like it, though. Okay, and then we need to get her legs. I don't know, it kind of looks like her legs are a little bit off to me. Like, I feel like the angle's too wide. Also, I feel like her legs would be a little more like this to fill out the skirt a little more. But at the same time, it might make more sense to have it be more like this. I don't know, what is weird? Why can I not draw the thighs right? Maybe it's because she has bigger thighs than I'm giving her in the drawing, I guess. It might be part of what's going on. So it looks kind of awkward because she's supposed to have, like, thighs that are basically like this. It's a little too big, though. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what it is about this. Is it maybe it's this first line I don't like, honestly. Maybe that's what's throwing me off. For Miku, it works. Usually only works on younger girls. Then again, Miku is literally an AI. The thing that I sometimes do is draw the girl like in a bathing suit, then add clothes on top of that. However, it always feels weird when I do that. I kind of understand, though, why you would do that, because there's certain things that are easier to do if you've already drawn them without that kind of stuff. But it is a little weird. I mean, you can say they're thicker than you were expecting. I guess, yeah, they are thicker thighs than I was expecting. Joking, obviously. Yeah, she's not thunder thighs like Chun-Li, but they're boombox thighs. Yeah, they're pretty big. It's... Let me see. Maybe I need to be, like, angling these more. And then, like, I'll erase the extra line, and maybe that would help. It is a little better, yeah. I do like that a little better. So with that, let me erase the pencil layer. This is always the problem I have once you erase the pencil layer, is like, some of it I don't like what it does to the drawing. Where it's, oh, well, I didn't draw her little thingy-madoos. Or whatever the heck you would call these. Let me make sure that, okay. Okay. No, that's not what I want, and you know that. Okay. I don't exactly know how this is supposed to work on her, but that's fine, whatever. Anyways, let's go erase some of the pencil stuff and keep some of it. because I actually do think that having a little bit in the background kind of can help a little, depending on the drawing. Like, I like it on the hair, for example. She definitely needs a new mouth. Oh, wait, I didn't draw her tie either. Probably because I was gonna wait until the entire drawing was finished. Okay, wow, it's really funny that her tie is, like, mostly covered up by this shield, and so, like, it really isn't even much of anything. Also, she's got some, like, little design elements I probably should be paying attention to, but some of them won't really matter. Also, I didn't even see she had those little arm things. So I guess I probably need to draw those too. Let's see. So they're like little sleeves that start up around here. No, I need a pencil. And for the most part, they seem to stick to her arm pretty hard. Let's see. Oh, okay. Gotta be honest, I like your version more. Why? Never liked how every modern anime girl has super thick oak tree thighs. I don't really mind it personally. It's just a design choice. Huh. Just wish anime girls had more normal proportions. I guess that's fair. I don't really think she's proportioned that weird outside of maybe specifically her thighs, though. There are women who have larger than usual thighs. That's also true, yes. There are a lot of women with, like, actual large thighs. There's one more thing, but I almost don't want to mention it because Duo will think he has to do more work. Yeah, geek, but in anime, it's usually every woman is fair. I know there's gonna be other stuff that I'm missing, and it's gonna frustrate me because it's like I don't have to do the thigh highs because they're not in the picture. She does have a little texture to her skirt, but that's gonna be done later. So let's turn on the smoothing. Okay, so hers is kind of interesting. This is a very strange little addition to her outfit. Okay, and then she's got a little bit of like a, I don't know what you would call that. Like it's almost like a sock. Also, you're gonna have to mention the thing that I'm missing because it's pretty important that I know what it is. Okay, that's a little too much of a harsh angle for what this is. Here. Probably would be around, like, here if I had to take a guess. And then there's, like, a little... figure that out when I do this, but let me... No, that's way too big. It's supposed to be kind of smallish. Okay, let's see. What anime are you watching? Basically, I was gonna say, since she made her thighs thicker, her skirt also needs to be a lot larger as well. Otherwise, it looks like her hip just shrinks inexplicably. That's fair, actually. Didn't think about that too much, but yeah, it is a little bit weird. So we'll try this again. See if we can do the see if we can do this first. Okay. me see if maybe the problem was just that I had the legs angled. No, that does not work at all. So I guess we'll try that for now, and then what we'll do is I'm gonna go on another layer above all of this for these sleeve guys. Okay. No, it'd be more like this. We're gonna do that. Okay, do this, and then... a little too wide. I don't like how that went. Okay, so let's kind of do this. A little harsh of a curve there, my friend. Okay, and then what we need to do is kind of have a little... I need to erase some of this arm stuff beneath. There's going to be some extra little details going to need to be added. I'm trying to look at what else there might be on her besides like hair stuff, but I feel like color is going to need to be that way. Up there I mentioned it. Okay. And Geek, well, I mean, look at the girls in Haruhi Clannad. Like, Nagisa is supposed to have health issues and she still looks like a supermodel. Actually, it's one thing I notice anytime I see a visual novel on Switch, I look at the screenshots and every girl has a possibly perfect figure, which I get the idea, but it kind of just translates to them all looking the same. I guess that's fair, yeah. I kind of get what you're saying. You know, like, I understand it's a little odd. Every character is going to be designed a particular way. Let me see if I can add, like, a couple little thingy-madoos. No, it's gonna be hard to do that with her head the way it is currently. Who wants a waifu anyways? I'd rather just adopt a kid and raise them in the joy of 80s cartoons. Okay. Nagisa looks like a supermodel. I mean, like, I don't know if I'd say supermodel, but I definitely would not say Nagisa is unattractive. Okay, let's kind of do this real quick. Okay. Oh, interesting. All right. Is it on this layer? It is. All right. There's that. So now layer 2 kind of comes in. This is where I've got to kind of make decisions on which parts of the pencil to keep, which ones to not keep. Sometimes the pencil is real cool, but sometimes it's not. Like, I don't mind keeping it in a couple of these cases near the ends. It kind of adds to it, but, like, obviously this skirt needs to be fixed because this looks atrocious. not sure if all of it looked atrocious. I feel like some of it looked fine, actually. Like, it kind of added a little bit of texture to it. Give me a sec. Let me try that again. It's kind of like having a little bit of that here and there. And, like, erasing it kind of gives it that look like I drew it intentionally like that, but... I have to go back with the pen now and go redo some of this if I want to have that effect. Okay. I think for the most part the rest of this is either stuff that definitely needs to be erased because it's just a quick little sketch for like the little armband guys. And then this, without a doubt, needs to be removed because... Oh, wait a minute. Not all of it, because clearly some of this is kind of reliant on the pencil to fill it out, which is like, alright, well... One thing I definitely need to do, though, is erase a little bit of that thumb there. There we go. There we go. Boom. See, like, by contrast, Fuko, after recovering from her hospital stay, looks like a more normal teenager. I think that it's just that she has good genetics. I mean, look at her parents. They're both in their 30s, and they both look like young adults still. One thing I would suggest, Duo, add more to the twin tails. That is kind of something I'm considering, yeah. Because as of currently, it's like... No, not like that. It needs to be more like a... No? Maybe it needs to look like it was always a part of it? Man, this is always what I have a tough time with. Maybe we need to do it with the color, or maybe I need to do like subtle line work. This is the part I'm not real good at, frankly. No, that doesn't really work. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that with the coloring instead. I think that would be the smarter choice. Let's get rid of that. Some of this little tuft stuff here that's kind of annoying me. Alright, so... yeah, stuff like this too. And I don't think that's real helpful. That one's fine. Actually, I think that kind of works. They should start out more thin near the hair clip things that look like you should just put on playing cards in her hair, then poof them out near the bottom. Okay. So Fuko is a girl who fell into a coma at a young age, which likely stunted her growth. Looks like, again, I think doing this with color instead might actually be the smarter choice. I do kind of see how it can be beneficial, like, here. But it feels like down here it's just getting weird. It's like, maybe doing this kind of works. Let's try it a little bit lower. And the thing is, if Nagisa has good genetics, so does literally every girl Tomoya knows. It's not the most impossible thing. I like how you guys are legitimately arguing about this. It's like, bro. Alright, so... I don't know if the mouth is what I should be doing. But I don't dislike it necessarily. The eyes, though, I definitely could kind of see how that might be not a bad idea to kind of fill in a little bit. Let's turn the smoothing off for this one. Should be doing, but it looks okay enough, kinda. One of the eyes doesn't look balanced though. I wonder if solid black eyes would look better, this style or not. Let me try that out and see what I think of it. Or like mostly solid black eyes. I do kind of prefer it, yeah. I don't know if I prefer that actually. If I just prefer them empty. Or I could go for like the anime iris thing that they do if I wanted to, I guess, and kind of try to have like the little shiny spot and then something like that. Yeah, it needs to be a little bigger than that on this eye. It's not a bad look. It's just a little bit deranged looking to me. Hatsune Miku looks like she's gone full bloodlust. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Is it even comparable when Clannad is more grounded in reality than other series? You guys are just being goofy either way. I just think it's funny like listening to you guys, and it's like, bruh, not sure I'd call any of that realistic at all either way, but here, what we'll do is turn the smoothing back on, and I'll try kind of giving her hair a little more definition. You know, kind of giving some of these things a little more like of a texture. No, I don't like the second one. Not like that. Should probably be more. Not sure if her head looks like lumpy because of how her hair is set up, or if I like, because I might need to kind of redo this chunk a little bit. Because it's a little lumpy, but like I don't know if that's just her hair, really. Like it doesn't really look that weird to me, but it's like a little off kilter. So let me I want to try coloring this a little bit, which I like to go for kind of a middle ground color when I'm gonna color like basically I'll do flat color first, and then I'll go for other stuff if I like it. If I don't, then I just keep it like that. Let's see, like that smile kind of looks like she's eager to kill someone. Her eyes were fine. Oh, okay. I guess I could fix them. And yeah, Clannad may be more grounded, but still half the people in it were kind of nuts. Also, I would not shed any tears if that basketball team got wrecked by the Ranma cast. You mean the soccer team? Because like the basketball team just kind of was what it was, but the soccer team was the one that was just like actually kind of questionable. What I'm going to do, I know this seems like a little strange. I'm going to duplicate all these layers. And then I'm going to get rid of all the previous versions so we still have them just in case I need to modify something specific and I mess something up bad. Do I like the thicker lines? No, I think this one works better with the thin lines. So anyways, yes, I think layer 7 was our color layer. I don't know why I copied that one. We didn't really need it, but whatever. I don't think anyone would be phased if that happened. It was the soccer team. Yeah, the soccer team was the terrible ones that were just, like, actively bullying Sunohara's sister for no reason. It's like, bro, what's wrong with you guys? Like, this is a little child. You know, I understand you don't like Sunohara himself, but, like, did no part of you look at this and go, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't bully the young child. Maybe that wouldn't really be real nice or good or smart. Now we're at the best part of the drawing stream, which is watching me slowly color in the line, or in between the lines, so it looks colored a little bit. And then deciding if I want to color the rest of it or not, based on how the color looks on a flat color, like base. You know, either way, so far I will say this is probably the best, like, human I've ever drawn. And it's so funny comparing this character to, like, my Kagami drawing, considering they're both, like, twin tail characters. But one of them is just, like, significantly better than the other, and it's, like, the time frame between them, I guess, isn't small, but, like, the amount of the jump in quality between, like, the art pieces is so prominent that it's, like, kind of funny in its own way. You know, you're going from drawing, like, a 5-year-old to drawing, like, I don't know, a middle schooler. That's pretty decent. It's better than nothing. It's better than I've ever drawn. Because I didn't draw this well in middle school. Okay, it's easier to color it once we have, like, the areas filled in, so that's why I'm kind of doing it this way. I'm gonna have to erase some little bits and pieces of stuff here, but that's fine. Okay. Then we might as well just go fill in any of the blank area. Let's see. Clanat was a weird case for me, knowing some oddly specific things. I remember the girl who introduced me to that show. When I got to the first episode of After Story, I just remembered all these random little rules of baseball. Okay, that's interesting. The soccer team bullies a child, then female Ranma shows up and grabs their wrist, or maybe it'd be more fun if Kuno showed up and weirded them out first. Honestly, I feel like the whole cast would probably just go after them. Also, I need to get back to drawing. I keep wanting to, but stuff. I mean, you just gotta make time for it then, man. Like, that's just how it is. Like, you know, half of the time, if I want to draw recreationally, I'll just be like, alright, once I'm done with working on the game for today or whatever, if I want to draw something, I'll just draw something. I'll figure it out. Or, like, I'll do it on a stream like this, which is a real easy option because it's, like, generally it means I can get some critiques. And the thing is when I'm drawing on my own, I'm very likely to quit on a drawing because I don't think it looks very good. But when I'm sitting with people watching, it's like, okay, well, I feel like I have to try at least to finish this. And in that case, it's like, yeah, I do feel a little more obligated to, like, give it a genuine shot and make something that looks halfway decent. And because of that, I tend to actually turn out stuff better because I'll sit down and try to fix the problems with it instead of just immediately backing off because it doesn't work out right away. You know what I mean? Because I have a real problem with that for some reason. You know, it's real easy to get, like, kind of weirded out when you look at your own art and it's not turning out great. But the thing I've had to kind of learn and come to grips with is that everybody has to start here. Like, nobody just knows how to draw innately and can just draw stuff perfect. Like, you always have to learn it. You have to learn how to do it. You know, the techniques, what things work, what things don't. You know, and it's just how it is. Like, it's okay. to try and learn it and be bad at it at first, because you can't get better if you don't try to learn it to begin with. You know, and that was the thing I always struggled with when I would try drawing in the past, is like, I would just get demoralized because it would look really bad, and so I'd never try to do it anymore, and then I'd never actually gain any skill with it because I would only do it once every several years, and then again, just get demoralized. But with this, it's like, you know, I've actually had to practice a little bit, and it's like, yeah, I don't know, I've just really enjoyed a lot of it, actually. It's been kind of fun. I don't really know how that's supposed to work exactly with that little bit of blue. Oh, great. There's like a stupid pen stroke now on the screen. It doesn't really matter, but it's just kind of annoying to me. I can get rid of it, but I'm not going to yet because I'm doing this. Okay. Boy, drawing characters with actual, like, this is just the hair. We haven't even gotten to like any of the other parts of the body yet, which is scary, but I guess it's pretty expected when you're drawing a human compared to Garfield, who's got a very simple design at the end of the day. Okay, let's see. I mean, if you ask me, they're about on par with each other. Oh, okay. I mostly draw original characters because whenever I draw other characters, I'm always aware of how wrong they look. I kind of get that. The thing is, though, original characters, it also means that you can sometimes just kind of be like, ah, well, you know, I don't need to do it this way. I could just kind of skimp out on the design and make it less good. But with a character that already exists, I have to engage with the design as it exists. So it means that, like, these weird little sleeve things that normally I would have not thrown on a character because it's just extra design elements. If I was just, like, drawing some random girl character, it's like, well, here I have to because it's part of her design. Like, I have to do the little stupid sleeve guys and throw them on her design because it's like, it looks good. I like it, like how it turned out. You know, but I don't know. I like both equally is what I mean. Oh, okay. Well, this chat is moving so fast. Dude is legit in danger of missing stuff. No, I'm keeping up with it. I'm just focused on the drawing for chunks of time, too. I like that movie. Oh, okay. You mean Highlander? Never seen it. Oh, okay. Well, then I don't think he's talking about Highlander, then. I just don't know. I just don't know what movie you mean, then. One bright spot is you don't necessarily need to draw really high-quality drawings. I talk a lot about Osamu Tezuka, but his art's really simplistic looking. Weirdly often it enhances his work. That's fair, but, like, I need to practice with multiple styles, too. Because it's real easy to just get stuck with, like, oh, whatever, I'll just make chibi designs. Because chibi designs are easier. Although, funnily enough, despite me saying that, I actually usually have an easier time drawing these more intricate, like, anime character designs than I do drawing like a chibi, which is kind of bizarre when you think about it. It's like, why would that be? You'd think the chibi would be easier. There's less detail. Oop. You know, it's like with this, it's like I gotta put all this stuff in. I gotta make it look like actual hair. I gotta put all these weird design elements, and then the face needs to look like an actual character. It can't just look stupid. So I guess that's what we're doing for that piece. Here, we'll just kind of do that to fill it in so it looks a little bit more concise. Okay. Okay, we're almost done with the hair at least. That's one step of the process, but like, I assume it'll be probably the hardest because it's just like the most surface area that needed color. Okay, skin color is kind of interesting. Is she really that pale? Oh, I feel like she'd be a little... Like, I know she's pale, but like, not like... I don't know if that pale feels like weird to me. Okay, so what I'll do is we'll put on a new layer. I'll do this every... Okay, well, I don't know if that's really a good color scheme for skin either, though. Let me see. I'm gonna, like, mess around until I find... Okay, that's more akin to what I would expect her to look like. Is it, though, actually? I'm wondering if I may have, over... I don't know, that doesn't look right either. That's, like, way too... I don't know, skin color is such a bizarre thing to, like, balance, because it's like, okay, what looks good? Let's see. That's, I guess, correct, maybe? Question mark attached? I don't know what this actual shade of color is. Like, I say skin color, but, like, that's because that's the color of my skin. But, like, I realize, obviously, that's not really good, because it's like, well, it's my skin color, but it doesn't mean it's every skin color. So, like, I don't know what you call this color. See, oh, okay, let me actually read the chat. Oh, okay. Wow, I guess you were right. Yeah, yeah, I do sometimes have the problem of character looking too plain. It's a hard balancing act since some of my characters are meant to be just normals. On the other hand, I've seen people say they have a problem with over-designing their characters and then realizing they have to simplify it for the sake of a comic or cartoon. Like, it can be hard to remember 1,001 little details when it comes to time to draw them in different poses, different angles. On that note, I've been practicing in different poses and actions. Way too often, I just draw characters standing still, but that's not going to suffice. Yeah, that's what I've been having to do too. Is like I've been having to draw more poses. I've been trying to maneuver the characters a little more. Have them do more with their arms, with their legs, with like just different body parts. So that it's not just, hey, wow, look at this. They just stand still and look kind of unfortunate. Nice thing is, I don't have to worry about this because this is on a different layer, baby. Yeah. So I can just kind of deal with this and go as stupid as I want with it. Probably need to do something about some of these pencil markings. Some of them are fine, but some of them are a little bit off or a little iffy. Okay. Need to be careful with the eyes. They can be a little touchy with this kind of thing. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, Miku isn't pale, just whoever captured that image had their brightness way up. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking potentially too, is it's something like that. Maybe just the guy who likes albinos. I mean, like, I don't know if I've ever seen an albino person. Okay, and then we need some for her arms too. Because her arms are also colored with the same color as her skin. She's not an alien. Okay, let's be careful with that one. We're getting a little close to that turnip top. Okay. I really hope this is entertaining, considering we've been doing this for a hot minute now. Like, I've been streaming this way longer than I intended to. Mind you, I also didn't expect to, like, just be enjoying this as much as I am. So it's like, well, okay, that's probably part of it. I still don't know if this is the right color. I could always affect the layer by doing, like, a brightness change or whatever. I could do some stuff like that and see if I could kind of get it more akin to what I'm looking for. But it's not that big of a deal, I guess, at the end of the day. Again, I'm not real good with skin color. It's kind of like hard to parse compared to other things. And again, part of it might be because she doesn't have the other things. But let's see. The guy likes the ones. Maybe, wow, it's almost 1 in the morning over here. Yeah, you could go full Dragon Ball Z and just make her skin a light shade of pink. For some reason, her pose here is making me think of Miku's trying to be a very militant Sailor Moon, who basically looks like Miku, but blonde. That's fair. That'd be jabber drawing so much if I were bored. Probably not, but, like, you never know, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's kind of go for, like, a... yeah, that's not really black, so it should be fine. And it should be the same color as, like, the skirt, so, like, we should be able to kind of reuse the shade. I know her arm gets, like, a little brighter as it goes on, but, you know, we can deal with it later. Ooh, that's interesting how that's affecting the border lines. Did not expect it to be, like, so prominent in its effect. Which I guess is kind of the thing when you start using, like, blacks on things that don't have a completely thick look to them. Okay. But yeah, so I don't know. The music is making me yawn. That's fair. It is pretty relaxing. There's a piece of... yeah, I could see it after, like... I was able to see it, but I was doing this already, so we'll go back and finish that once we're done with this black layer real quick. Because for now, I think it would be smarter to kind of finish up the layer we're on, so I don't have to change color twice. Again, I'm going to need to kind of fix that up. Just thought I'd say before you forget to color that in. Well, I'm glad you said it anyways, because it's useful. I might not have seen it if you didn't mention it, so... okay. Just gonna be a little part of the top. I'm also gonna have to do that with... let me grab you real quick. Technically, that's still part of this. Okay... yeah, I don't know. Drawing on stream's kind of fun. Like, I honestly really think it's, like, just a neat little thing to do. You know, I always wonder about, like, what people think when they watch it. I imagine, like, a casual viewer who came in just to watch Pokemon Mystery Dungeon would probably leave pretty quick once they saw I was drawing an anime character. They'd be like, well, why are you doing that? That's weird. But... I don't really care, frankly, because I'm not really doing streaming to grow. Oh, come on. My touchpad gets kind of funky whenever I do stuff with it and the mouse at the same time, and doesn't like it too much. Or my, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Drawing tablet thing. Okay, let's grab this. A little bit. Okay, and now we should be able to get the rest of the skirt just fine. See, is her tie? No, her tie is blue. Okay, so I think we got all the black stuff, so let's go back and do her skin again. Again, her skin's slightly off-kilter to me a little bit, but we'll see how I'm feeling. Well, I guess, I don't know, we already do have a bunch of the colors in, and it still looks a little off-kilter to me, so it may be something that needs to be modified. Because I don't know, the color is just, like, not quite right. I know that her shirt is white, but like, and I know that I could technically cheat by doing just white, but I feel like you kind of gotta get like a slightly not white if you've got a white background you're using. Could just be me, but it's like, I don't know, I'm all real particular about it. here, let me see. What is her collar? Because her collar looks like it's got like a little blue border to it. So I guess we'll have to draw that on top of the white, since I don't think adding another line for it's really going to be of much use. Unsure if this was the right shade to use or not. I guess we'll go a little further, do a little more of it, and then I'll see what I'm feeling like when we zoom out here in a second. Okay. So it is a little gray. Maybe the white would be better to stick with, or maybe I guess what I could do is mess with that brightness and contrast. I know it's going to make the rest of the image bright for a second, but it's kind of a risk you got to take. But if I convert to smart object, then it, assuming it does that, yeah, I think that's, yeah, I think it didn't stay that way. Well, it wouldn't have mattered because it's on the layer below anyways. So yeah, that's a little better, a little more what I'm looking for. See, oh, okay, man, okay, let me see, I sometimes think Sailor Moon is an anime I should watch on Thursdays, but next time I get a turn, I'm tempted to go with Astro Boy, just not the 2003 series. I don't hate it, but I want it I want to vet it a bit more. I think casual would be like, if you're gonna draw an anime girl, at least make it a Pokemon girl. I guess I could have done that, but like, I don't know. They would say which girl they want Ash to end up with. Probably Serena, because she's the one that's most often shipped with him now. Meaning, of course, which girl they want for themselves, but don't want to admit. Yawning too much, I'm gonna have to look for music to distress me. By the way, I had a thought about how you could make her smile look less bloodthirsty. Simply flipping the smile horizontal might be enough. I could try that. I might try it after we're done with this part, but at the same time, it's like, I think she's supposed to look a little bit like that because she's got a weapon. Like, it's clearly meant to be like somewhat threatening vaguely. Okay, let's get you over here. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the flat color for now. I may like do a full color later, if I feel like it, but I haven't done much of that. So for now, it's more just like, let's just get all the colors on here in some sense or another. And we'll go from there. Okay. So next up, we need that really bright shade of blue that she's got on her skirt and as the highlights. It's kind of like a greenish blue. I like this type of blue though, so it's not a problem. Okay, so first things first, let's kind of get this. I'm going to turn on smoothing for this part specifically because I gotta... Oh, never mind, it's under the layer. Let me do that. Okay. I don't know, that's kind of... Yeah, it's way too big. Try a little bit of a smaller brush size here. Something more akin to this, I think, makes a lot more sense as the little highlight here. She's got this little, like, thing you can see right there. Her tie seems to be the same color as well. Let's turn the smoothing back off. I don't need it now. Part 2. So otherwise we can there's her tie up here. And without her tie, she'd die. You know, like tie-dye. Geek needs stress. I guess his wakefulness is doomed. You're saying Serena because they're childhood friends, right? No. Serena was not, maybe I'm misremembering, but like, no, it's because in the X and Y anime series, Serena's the only girl actually in the whole anime, I think, that actually kissed Ash. Like, they have like very clear romantic interest in each other in the anime, so like that's why I say Serena. Okay. There's that. I think on the same layer we could probably do her pink thingy-majigs. Or reddish pink, whatever you want to call this, for her ponytail bangs. So we're gonna ponytail bangs. What does that even mean? You can tell I'm getting tired just from like how I'm talking, but I want to finish this. At this point, I'm committed. It's like, nah, I gotta see this through to the end. It's gone too far now. Oh yeah, I forgot. We also need the highlights for her sleeve thingies, because these both have that. Like both ends of it have the little blue guy. Boom. See, too much, I almost puked. Well, I guess that reference caused Geek to quake. I actually don't remember all the Pokemon girls. Misty I remember, and I remember Dawn and May. I think there was a blonde one with a hat, that's Serena, and a black girl with her hair done up with these big balls. What was the name of that one? I know who you're talking about, I don't remember the name, though. I was gonna say Iris, but I'm not sure if that's Iris, because like it could be Iris, I guess. Okay, there's that. So now we gotta color the leak, which I'm gonna need to look at a picture of it. So it's like beigeish, and then that. Oh, man. Okay, it's gonna be kind of weird because it's very, very light green, and then dark green. So, actually, a good place to hunt for that color might be in this area. Although, I don't know, I feel like the light green, just starting with that, might make more, like, logical sense. Because that's, like, I don't know, it just seems like a pretty logical place to start with. You know, what I could do, I didn't even think about this, but I could just do this. And the lines are actually straight, I can just use the tools at my disposal to cheat. It really is funny because it's like all I say, like, oh yeah, I've improved a lot drawing wise, but like half of it really just comes down to the fact that I can use software to like fix all the problems with my shaky hands, because I can't draw straight lines because I don't know, my hands move too much. Okay, then we need like a darker green, something more akin to that, yeah, probably. Oh, okay, let's see. One of the girls had a little brother or something. That was in Gen 6. Serena was the blonde, yeah. May had a little brother, but I think so. Well, I guess it was like a little blonde brother though. Was Gen 6, but yeah, the little brother was May. Then, if we're just talking about a generic little brother. Also, you say Serena was the only girl who kissed Ash, but she wasn't. Although the other girl I know of was not entirely human. That doesn't count then. I know what you're talking about, but it doesn't count. Like, he was kissed by Jinx already, if we're really gonna get into that whole argument. And, like, I don't think Ash is going to date a Jinx. And that's not the only Pokemon he's kissed, so it's like... Iris sounds right. Yeah, that sounds like the name, but I'm not 100% sure. So both Pokemon and Sailor Moon have blonde named Serena. I guess so. So that should get us our little leak friend. I could add a couple little like lines to it after we're done coloring if we wanted to. And then thankfully turnips are pretty similar in how they function. I'm pretty sure they even have the same color scheme, so it's like wowie zowie, that makes this way easier. I also think it's funny how I never said the term wowie zowie until freaking Luigi's Mansion 3 and it just became a part of my vocabulary. Yeah, but Latias was actually cute and able to turn human. Just be it's a Pokemon still. It is an animal. Doesn't matter if it can turn human or not. Just be no bad, just be. Yeah, Geek, you tell him. Definitely gonna need to add some lines to these vegetables. I need some detail. Because as is, it looks a little funky that it's just like one flat texture. Okay, I might still do something to her eyes. I might like make them blue or something at least, because it looks weird just having to be like hollow white. But first things first, let's kind of finish this. Okay, there we go. Let me see. What are her eyes are probably, yeah, they'd be pretty similar in color to this, but I think we'd probably need to go a little down, a little less extreme for her eyes. Let me see if this looks okay, or if I should add like a little white to it on top or something. Bad. Let me try pressure or sensitive, and then we'll go with like a lighter shade. And then what I'll do is kind of just something like this. I don't know, that doesn't look quite right. Let me try again. Kinda, and yeah, her mouth's a little bit wacky. Alright, what we'll do, first things first, let's add a couple little, like, texture lines to this, so it's not, to both of these probably, but, let's see, kind of a, last one. sure how that looks. Because I feel like we could kind of go like that, and then smooth this thing on, and then try like one more that's a little bit. Here. I want to zoom. And this way it kind of looks like it's got like a little bit more going on. That last one's a little too much. There we go. Kind of gives it a little bit of a texture, and then what we'll do as well for this is we'll kind of... no, it's got to be like thinner. Some for this too, I don't know. It's very small details. I'm not going to do that much at the end of the day. Let me read the chat again. Humans are also Pokemon. No, yeah, I think the turnip just needs to be shaded. Probably. Next thing you know, Jispy is going to tell us, hey, wouldn't Apollo, Justice, and Trucy Wright make a cute couple? That is a big no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now, Apollo and Athena, maybe. Are they both raised... are they both Phoenix's adopted children? No, but either way, there's no chemistry between the two of them. Now, you've got me intentionally trying to come up with the horrible ships. You ship Phoenix and Maya, no. What do you mean, no? That's such a normal ship. You guys, you're weird. Oh, well, first thing I came up with was the Titanic. You go to your room, you're grounded. Boo. The second thing I came up with is this one too horrible even for me. Fair. Whatever it is, I'm a little worried, honestly. Alright, so I'm trying to think, is there anything else we can add to this? Or is it pretty good? Something like this if I wanted to. No, it's way too thick. Just trying to like do a little curved thing so it kind of looked like it's kind of like, whoa, look at this. Her hair is curving, but it's not really working out the way I intended it to. I feel like the more you start to add, the riskier it gets. But whatever, I don't mind the little extra details there. We could throw a couple on over here as well. And that way the head looks a little less empty. Okay, that's way too thick of a line. Just trying to get like... Okay, so I gotta like kind of in advance do it if I'm gonna make it real light. It might be a touch too much. Phoenix and Maya are like siblings. No, they're not, bro. You're just reading into it weird. Like, even Maya describes herself as Phoenix's big sister. Ironic, I know, considering the ages. Wait, the second bad ship I came up with involved the Joker, which I can think of a good ship involving him, but the girl my brain produced is the one where if you actually did it in the comic, fans would demand your blood. I already want to spill it. Anyways, Pearl seems to ship Maya and Phoenix. Yeah. You're really gonna deny Pearl? You're gonna deny her dream there, geek? Here, let me see if I can do it. Okay, no, I gotta shrink this a couple sizes, I think. That's why it's not. And that way it looks like it's finished, at least in that regard. Trying to see if there's any other obvious stuff, because I think like right here, honestly, for like besides needing to erase some of the random lines, it's like, I don't know, I'm pretty happy with it. What I'll do, okay, is we'll go down to this and we'll convert to smart objects so I can start erasing some of the oh wait, no, that's the worst possible option I could do, because like I need to it's probably gonna be layers 4 and stuff. Okay, since this one we need to start messing with a little bit. Because I want to erase some of the extra little lines that are arcing into other things since they don't look very good. Okay, there's that one. Did a pretty good job of that. Okay. We're almost done at this point, at least for like what I'm planning to do right now. Is this layer 3? It is. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that little chunk that's near the turnip. Okay. Any others that are particularly obvious where like the lines are going through each other and it looks really bad? Not really. Just because she's a kid. Kids don't have a real grasp on relationships between men and women. Maya and Phoenix absolutely would get together in real life. Geek. Besides, Phoenix already has someone he's interested in from the original trilogy at that. Yeah, but she's in jail. Honestly, kids do have more of a grip than you think, especially at Pearl's age. But I think she's just a romantic and wants there to be something, even if there isn't. All right. So, anyways, here we are. I think this is where we're gonna cut it off. Say this is the drawing. Let me get rid of the OG Hatsune Miku. Again, I might do some shading later at some point. But I think for now, that's Hatsune Miku. So what do you guys think? Really don't kids know a lot less than you think. Who is Phoenix interested in? Yeah, spoilers. Wicked. Now I just want Miku to say, for the honor of Grayskull. I thought she was like Sailor Moon. I thought that's what you said she was compared to. Or comparative to. You know, but either way, it's not like fantastic. You obviously look at it and you're like, okay, it's still very like amateurish, but I don't think it's that bad, honestly. For like me, at least, this is a pretty major improvement on how my drawings looked before. Sailor Moon and She-Ra have transformation sequences, so close enough. Oh, okay, I see. Well, either way, I'm pretty happy with it for what it is. I'm not sure if it matches Garfield from last time, but, I mean, like, it's hard to match. You know, it's Garfield. Plus, anytime I drew a person, it was always going to be a little bit mixed. I am wondering if maybe a different mouth would be more optimal, though. Yeah. Oh, why did it do that suddenly? That's a little bit annoying. What the frick did I do to cause that? That really sucks, because it only lets me see a couple layers at once. What was I doing that caused this? Is it because I cropped, actually? It's because, or, yeah, it's because I cropped it. Okay, I see. Give me a minute. Let me see if we can, if the mouth could be improved any bit. The question is, what would I want the mouth to be, though? Because, like, I think my problem is really just that the mouth is kind of, like, weird looking. Like, I don't know, the grin doesn't exactly work for me. Something like that is kind of what I'm looking for, but it's not exactly working. Maybe it's gonna be more like that. Maybe I need to have like more of a hard angle? No, that's like pouty. Doesn't really work. this, because I don't know, the mouth might have been better actually than what we're doing currently. Let's make sure I at least have easy access to it so I don't undo too far. But seriously, just you should finish Trials and Tribulations. Yeah, probably should. Something like this. Okay, that's a little too big. Something like that look a little better? Kinda, but it's a little... Something like that. I don't know. So now she kind of got that little, like... If I did something like that, and then had, like, the mouth, I guess I could do that. I don't know, man. It's weird that, like, I'm not big on this smile, but it's hard for me to, like, get the expression that I'm looking for exactly. Again, part of it might be because I didn't, like, make the eyes prominent enough in that sense. Maybe I should have been more of a... Nah, that looks stupid. I could give her the SpongeBob cheek, but that's even worse. I could try just be suggestion of flipping it. What the frick is it? Is it because the caps is off or something? It sure didn't do anything. What is going on? Why is it not... There we go. Let's do something like this. I'm gonna just try flipping it real quick to see what that would do. I don't know, that looks kind of wacky. I might just have to give it up here. I'm still not in a mystery mood or a VN mood right now. I still need to finish Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy IV. I think part of the top of the mouse is too flat. Part of the top of the mouse is too flat. It's like, what do you mean, like? Because that's not obviously not gonna work. It's curved more. Oh, I don't know if I like that much at all. Like, I think the... Could be like this a little more, but I feel like the bigger it gets, the worse it looks. Curve down a bit. Well, like, I don't know, just to me, it doesn't really seem like... I guess we could... I'll erase this other part and then I'll erase her nose, but I don't know that I don't like that as much at all. What I could always do, I guess, if I wanted to, though, is I could do like this and make that like the teeth or something. Well, I'd have to, like, actually redo the line here a little, but that's not that bad. I could kind of give her, like, teeth at the top. That's really okay. I guess that's fair. Something like this. And then just have the mouth be, like, a different color. Let's try that for a second and see what I feel like about it. Making the tongue is like kind of weird. I think even then you gotta kind of like need to be like in 7 or something. edge there be taken up by a darker spot. I don't know what like the mouth is supposed to look like, really. Maybe it should be more like a gray. That kind of works. It's not bad. Just the butt of the mouth, as well as punch more. Actually, funnily enough, just removing the teeth improved the mouth immensely. Yeah, the teeth were a big problem because clench gives someone a battle-ready look, whereas now she looks more excited. Yeah, that's true. So I think it was a good decision. So now I think we're done. Even though I said it was done earlier. I'm going to render this out because why not? Oh, this is not a good place for that. Oh, okay, I'm not typing either. Okay. Alright, so yeah, there we go. There's Hatsune Miku from Request of Troy, which I'm guessing he's going to want me to send this to him. I don't know if he's even still here or awake, but I'll send it to him anyways. I'll post it in the chat too, because why not? Huh? Did I name it something weird? Oh, okay, I just didn't want to... Here, I'll send it directly to Troy. Alright, so there you go. There's our Miku. I'll put it up on screen a little bigger. That way you can view it without it being, like, distant. And then, even though this is technically not ideal for this, you know, there you go. She looks more excited. I've been here the whole time. Oh, okay, so you get to watch the birth of this drawing, then, I guess. Difference in smile can make all the difference. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was wondering where our horse went. Horse? Because Troy, like the city of Troy, the Trojan horse. But yeah, so, I don't know, I'm pretty happy with it. It could have been a little better. I could definitely see some areas where, like, if I had better drawing skills, I would have done something a little different. Maybe, like, the skirt, I still think is, like, a big issue, and then, like, her face still needs work. But I'm still trying to learn how to even draw faces. I would call Troy our little pony, but I have a feeling I would be dead as soon as I said that. Troy's loading the gun right now, just be, you better run. He's approaching your location, and fast. Yeah, so... yeah, I don't know. This was a fun stream. I liked it. I had a good time. I'll probably post this on Twitter or something tomorrow if I feel like it. I'm not going to do it tonight because it's late and I'm not in the mood. But I sometimes post these things to Twitter if I feel like it because it's like, well, why not? You wouldn't do anything that makes Coconut Carl sad, would you? I don't know about you guys. But yeah, so... I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed Mystery Dungeon gameplay and then long stream of drawing Hatsune Miku for basically 2 hours straight. You know, while listening to the same Sonic Mega Collection track for almost the entire thing. Because I just forgot to change it after a certain point. You know, so either way, I'm gonna end the stream in a couple of minutes. I'm very tired and I want to like eat and go to bed because I'm sleepy. To be fair, it's a very appropriate track. It is, yeah. I think it fits the vibe of the drawing stream pretty well. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I got to draw like an actual human this time instead of just defaulting to Garfield again. And again, I do think it's really funny comparing this to the Kagami I drew, where it's like, wow. This actually looks like something somebody tried to draw. mind you, I guess, to be fair, at the time, I only had a mouse to draw with, which is really hard to draw with, I found out. Like, drawing with this tablet is 1,000 times easier. But still, this still turned out a lot better than that ever did. And so, you know. I wonder if eyebrows would have helped this, now that I think about it. I'm going to check this real quick. You guys aren't going to get to see much of it because there's a big Hatsune Miku in the middle of the screen, but I want to try throwing up some eyebrows and seeing if that might help, because I always forget that the eyebrows can, like, really change how the image looks. I'd have to go on a higher layer than that. Okay, let me go up to, like, the top layer. And then I need smoothing on. Again, you guys won't get to see this. It's a little too big. Not sure if it really improved it much at all. Actually kind of prefer... Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's not bad, I guess. So I don't know. Maybe I'll use this one instead as the basis. But let me save this file as well. Okay, by the way, curious if you've ever drawn Devona. Of course I have. I've drawn her a bunch of times at this point. I've had to because of the Kickstarter thing. So I can't tell a whole lot from just her sprite. Let me see if I can, like, get an image here of Devona and how she's supposed to look. Probably be in storyboarding. The issue is my actual art's not really optimal for this kind of setup, and I already, like, showed the weird, like, yandere version of her. But I guess I could show it again. Or I could show you the CG that Febs did, but this was my drawing. It's not great, but wowie zowie. Literally the only, like, you can't really see her outfit though, I guess, so it doesn't really help with that. Had to put on pursuit themes from Ace Attorney to keep the Mega Collection music from making me too relaxed. But yeah, so yeah, there's that one, and then, like, I technically could get a CG to show her outfit a little bit more. I'll go grab it from Febs, since, I mean, I guess it's kind of spoilers, but not really. Oh, yeah, he mainly zoomed it out, so I don't know. I guess you'll just have to wait until the demo comes out then, and then you can see her. Yeah, so either way, that's it. That's it from the stream. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm gonna go eat and go to bed because I'm sleepy. I don't know if we're streaming tomorrow or not. I'm not. It kind of depend, like, on how I'm feeling, and if I want to stream a second time this week or not, because I might not. But either way, I hope this was fun. You know, I enjoyed it. I had a good time just messing around. If you don't, then I'll claim Final Fantasy IV tomorrow. That's true, or you could do it on Sunday. But either way, see you guys later. Hope you have a good night.